I.E In Movies.
Welcome back, you guys. My name is Sam.
My name's Darlene.
And my name's Eric.
Today we got a special guest, old friend of all of us here, except for Darlene. I don't know why she doesn't like him, but maybe we can get into that as the episode goes along. His name is Joshua. Welcome, buddy.
I'm Josh. What's up, guys? Nice to be here. Definitely a pleasure.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, of course.
What's your relation to the Predator alien movies out there?
Dude, a lot. I go way back with those movies, man. There's how many are there even?
There's like 12 now. Together there's
12.
so many.
Yeah, honestly.
No, yeah, they're like aliens.
Well, you count
Predator.
the AVPs, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's the Predators, and then there's the AVPs, right?
Yeah,
So,
there's like 2 or 3 of those.
I go way back with those, man. When I was a kid, I used to watch AVP all the time. It was the original Alien vs Predator with like the
first one was
snow.
Ripley or
Wait,
whatever
do you guys count
that was the
those? Do you guys
original
even
Alien.
count like the
I would
aliens
definitely-
like by itself?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's just its own.
I know, that's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
Predator and Alien is two different things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same universe, right?
Kind of. They did these mostly like Easter eggs because like I remember the second Predator movie. There's like an alien head in the back when you see like his skulls. He has like an alien head. So they're not directly like linked, but they have like references towards each other. And then I think the whole AVP universe is just like its own thing, separate from.
Because then it would be connecting to even like Prometheus, which is like,
Yeah.
So then why connect? Why have the Alien vs Predator movies?
because it's just
They're
sick.
badass.
Yeah,
Pretty cool,
Sam.
yeah. It's just like
As-
those crazy crossovers that they
Yeah.
just
Freddy
decide
versus
to do.
Jason and stuff.
yeah. So as you may notice, we're going to be talking about the newest Predator movie, cleverly titled Prey. We all got a chance to see it the
We gotta
other
talk
day.
about that.
Yeah,
I
the title was
like-
sick.
Yeah.
I was genius.
It was
Yeah,
a good
really,
movie,
honestly.
yeah.
As soon as I heard about it being called Prey, I thought that was fucking Oscar right there, dude. Oscar for clever titles.
Seriously,
They
yeah.
should win.
I think the title kind of goes with the movie itself because you're
Yeah.
going 300 years in the past, and now it's like the predator has become the prey. I think that's kind of what I liked about it the most.
Yeah,
At least in that sense.
I agree. We'll get into it. The main character, it's like her being a girl and like being like a new hunter. Like she is so new to being a hunter that she is quite literally like a prey, and that plays into her character because she starts off like she can't even beat a cougar up, and then you see her develop as to be this fucking badass. And I remember there was a lot of controversy of like her being a girl and being the main character. They were like, how the fuck is this 5'8" girl, fucking 110 pounds, gonna take on the fucking
Seriously,
predator?
yeah. I was pretty curious. I think that's what sparked my interest the most was how they're gonna show the contest,
Like,
right?
deliver
Because
it.
you're going through like primitive technology, right? Now they're doing like
Exactly.
arrows and spears and stuff. When in the first movie they had guns, man. And
Yeah.
they couldn't. They still
Exactly.
couldn't.
That's what I don't understand, man.
So-
if I was
so-
a Predator, I would have won like first 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you got to look at it
Yeah.
in the movie, and I don't know if this is like spoiler or anything, but in the movie, even the Predators had more primitive technology. There wasn't like
Yeah,
plasma lasers
His
and
skull
stuff.
and
Like,
shit.
Yeah.
You saw
They were-
the skull he wore.
the
Yeah.
skull was
That was
crazy.
which
weird.
I thought looked badass.
I thought
by
was
the way.
so sick, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that was. It was like a dinosaur, like a mammoth. It was weird. It looked dope as
A
fuck.
mammoth.
But it had
It
like a
looked sick.
laser on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I for the longest I was like, I thought that was like his face, but then like I forgot that like he has a mask in the original one.
Yeah.
But
They always do that face.
yeah,
reveal, man.
but they have in the original it's like silver, so it's like it's a little more primitive, so it's like made
like
out of
shiny.
bone instead of the metal, or whatever
which kind
they
of goes
have.
with the whole theme, I think.
Yeah, the
So
whole
that's why I
like
really like
like a
that.
prequel kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was badass, man.
That
Yeah.
shit was crazy. That shit was bulletproof too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That
it
shit
was.
was weird.
It
I was like,
actually
okay,
was.
his bone is bulletproof.
Yeah. I mean, granted,
don't
you know,
know,
they probably
it's,
use a musket ball. They're not as
Yeah.
tough. So
They're like
I
bound
know.
to
I thought they had
ricochet.
shells. Because remember, even the Predator picks up the shell at the buffalo.
was it a shell?
It was a shell. Yeah, he holds the whole
I
shell.
mean, they had muskets, man.
I know,
Oh,
huh,
no,
with the
was that- I
powder.
don't think
Yeah,
that
they
was
had-
a bullet though, was it? That wasn't a bullet.
was
That's
a
that's the
bullet
thing the
case.
girl put down when she sees the buffalo. She like leaves him something. Isn't
I
that
thought
what
she
that is?
leaves him the little plant on his ear, and then she like.
But then she leaves that little shell, right? I don't know I don't think there was a bullet though, because she hadn't seen a gun yet before that.
Maybe she's just honoring
That's what I
Buffalo
thought she was
something.
honoring
Maybe some
the
sort of-
buffalo, which I thought was also cool. Like you include like a Native American culture and like
Yeah.
That was
How do you-
cool.
how do
I
you-
liked that.
yeah, me too. It's just like how do you make it not like overly pandering?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You do it cleverly like that. Like that's just like their day to day life.
Mhm.
So it makes sense for her like see a bunch of dead buffalo, and just feel the need to honor them. You know,
Mhm.
without making it seem like preachy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I thought it was pretty funny though how, I mean, keeping with that, right? They're honoring those old school traditions and whatnot. But I think their dialogue was funny because I felt like it didn't really match. There was some guys when they had like had her tied down or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go pop a squat over there." I was like, "Wait, what?" I don't think that's what they would
You
have
say
said
that?
back in the
Yeah.
day.
You say that in 1712?
Yeah, right. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to keep it right with the dialogue for today, like today's time.
Mhm.
So it made sense.
Yeah, I heard that. The one we saw was like the mostly English version, but like I think this weekend they're gonna release.
That sounded
Relice.
Australian.
It happens.
They're gonna release another type of movie.
Hey. Oh wow, that's pretty good.
No, they're
I
gonna
can
release
see
a
that.
version where they speak all in their native language.
Oh
What
really?
was it? Like,
Comanche?
Yeah,
Comanche?
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's
kimchi?
pretty
What
cool.
Kombucha?
Comanche.
I don't know how. I don't. I'm
Disrespectful.
probably saying it wrong, but I think
No, I think
that's
that
just-
is right.
No, but that
Yeah.
shit,
Comanche. Or...
like,
I've always said Comanche. but
Oh,
it could be
Comanche. I don't know. Maybe.
There might be some like
Yeah.
you
I'm
know.
not a historian, so
Little
like,
thing.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. Don't take these as facts, anybody.
No, but for her
This is
being like a
not-
5'8", she was fucking stupid agile. Like
Yeah.
she would
Yeah.
run and jump off a tree. Like she would kick off trees and she like that shit was crazy. I was like, dude, she would slide and then like kick a tree and like that's how she kept her momentum going.
Yeah.
That was
Like even the
badass.
part when
Yeah.
she's chasing a deer, I don't think that was real, but
No.
she chased the fucking deer
It's
on
just-
foot,
Yeah.
like side by side, and then she was like the smartest in the tribe because she made the hatchet thing, the little rope. With the
Oh,
hatchet.
like-
That was badass. Low
She was
key,
like very well rounded, right? Because growing up as a woman, she had to be
a gatherer.
the gatherer type.
Yeah.
But she still wanted to hunt, so I think that gave her the upper
I like
hand.
that. It was
For
like
sure.
a hunter or gatherer.
Yeah,
That's
she
literally
was both.
Yeah, she was both.
Yeah, it honestly gave me
Yeah.
like Assassin's Creed vibes, dude. Like when she
I
did the
was
hatchet
feeling that
thing.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
Assassin's
so
Creed
cool.
3.
Yes, dude. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my
Yeah,
right.
because like she knew medicine. She knew everything. She knew how to hunt.
Yeah.
She knew how to gather. She knew how to get medicine. She knew what
Yeah.
to put on. She
But they made it make sense, like her
Oh, yeah.
her knowing medicine because she's a woman, so
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
focus on that. Like she'd be the only one needing to know that from the hunters, and that coming in clutch. Her finding out about the flower, how it like
Yeah.
Dude.
With
The
the
cools
blood.
your blood. Like
The
you gotta
blood.
figure that out. Like put it
that
on
was
them.
that was sick.
That
That
was
was
pretty
cool.
Sick. The poor
That
guy
was
still
sick.
died.
That's why they're
Yeah,
that's why they're
I felt
assholes
kinda
about
bad.
it too, because they're like, oh, like we don't need her. I'm like, why wouldn't you want someone who knows how to, like a medic?
For real,
Why would
dude.
you want a medic on your team?
They're just being overly dickheads.
Dude, they really were, man.
Well,
I
because
was like,
that,
really?
Yeah, they're
that's
natives.
what the time period was.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
with
Yeah.
genders, it's
Yeah.
not like now where
300
everyone's
years.
fighting like for power.
I think-
There,
I
you're a
think-
gather.
I think
you're
it's still. I
gathered.
think like guys can still be the same way though.
Oh yeah.
Cause think about it. All right,
100%.
let's
No, but I'm
say it
saying
right
at the-
now.
at
No,
the-
no, no. Like let's say boom, we have a team and we
Right.
it's sports are involved. Okay, would you sub me in? Like, would you be okay with me being
What
there
sport?
or any sport or soul? Like just as an example.
I mean, you can be the water boy. Like,
There you go. See, that's exact. You guys literally just broke
If
down
it's-
how
if
they
it's
saw her.
soccer, I would
How
get
they
you.
saw
If
her.
it's soccer, I would
I
get
think
you.
if you're
No.
confident enough, if you understand the importance of what you're doing, I would sub you in for sure. That's for me. That's what matters, right? It's not like
Sam's like,
well,
no.
no, there's
No,
some
I
guys
wanna
out
win.
there.
Yeah. see?
I don't want you to have fun. I want to win.
yeah,
You say, yeah, you're fine there. Right? Just we're doing fine.
right.
We're good with one less guy. No, no, kidding.
Don't swing. Don't swing.
No, but there's some guys that are like, dude, like I fucking suck at I fucking suck at soccer, bro. Like I never played it, so
You have like
I'm-
patatroca?
yeah, dude, I suck balls at it, dude. So I can't even like, and I'm positive like there's a lot of I mean I don't know what sports you played.
Soccer.
Well, you're-
I did
you-
gymnastics growing up.
See, I'm positive you're way more stretchy than I am, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a guarantee there somewhere.
Yeah, like flexibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
And plus, in other movies of Predator movies, they have like fucking. I think in the new Predator, like 2018, they have like a skinny dude fight him at the end.
Is that the one when the kid gets the mask? The one he wears it on Halloween?
Yeah.
And he like shoots the house down.
Yeah.
He kills the guy and he burns the whole house down.
Yeah. So with that movie, I was really hoping, because historically you've seen predators just kind of come like spawn in, right? There's really no backstory to them.
Yeah.
And I was really hoping with the last one they were gonna kind of develop it a little more, because you had the predator, then you had like that super predator, and I think there was a dog too, like oh no, that was another movie. That was Predators. See, there's like so many, but they never develop a story to it like they did with Alien. Alien. There's a storyline to it. There's like, you're seeing the development of the xenomorph, right? I would like to see that with like Predator, and I was hoping to see something more in this movie, but again, it was just like
it just shows the ship.
pops in, and he's just like ready to kill everybody.
He just shows the ship and he just gets dropped off.
He just Ubers
I kind of like that.
He's like, yeah, you can drop me off here, chief. He's fucking,
I know. I liked it. I felt like
it gave him a story.
It did, yeah, because it's a prequel. I don't think you.
He says what his
you know?
job was.
Yeah.
I see what you mean, though. I would have liked. I mean, I feel like for the movie it works to not have a background, but I
agree for this
it would
one.
Be
I
interesting
think
to
that's
have it.
why.
Yeah,
It would have been too
But like
much.
to fit the tone of the movie is just like violence and like
Right, and it's just like I think
just like
what
the
gives
hunt
it,
and hunted.
yeah, what gives it the most
Hunter.
thrill with these Predator movies is I think the fact that you don't know.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? This is kind of a stretch, but the movie Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Remember how like hype people were when they watched it?
You never knew
Because
what
you
the
didn't know
monster
anything
was.
about it. There was
Yeah.
such mystery behind it that you're so into this. You're like, I really want to watch this because it's like scary, right? It's the fear of the unknown. So I think that's what gives a Predator that sort of ambience, right? That sort of vibe or whatever.
Ambiance.
That's what like a good horror movie. It's
Decor.
like the less they show you, the better.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
And not everything needs a freaking origin story, Like
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
so.
I guess I don't know. To me, it's just kind of fun to see.
It is, yeah.
Like a storyline, something developing, right, rather than just the same type of movie every time. Because this
That's not
movie
what
was-
this one was, Josh.
I think the timeline of the movie, the way it was made, was very similar to like the first one at least, right, with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That yeah.
Oh.
Right? It was like exactly
Yeah,
the same.
it's
Yeah.
the same.
Like,
It's the same concept of they're
he
in the
plops
jungle.
down on the planet.
Mhm.
He's like killing his contest, right? And then Arnold Schwarzenegger, he like
1v1.
he like 1v1.
He's
Yeah,
so
'cause they have
sick.
that
learns
whole,
how he works and stuff.
It's
and then
weird.
there's, like
They have that whole section where she's like making all the traps and like
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
that's the same thing he does.
yeah, which was cool, right? I think because again it's a prequel, so you get to see more of the earlier stages of the Predator and the human sort of contest.
I thought she was gonna do way more cool stuff though, like
It was pretty cool.
cool her blood down, because you know how she did that with the guy and that's why he couldn't see him.
She did do that though.
Yeah, she did.
She did. Yeah. So
Yeah.
she used that one guy as bait.
That's yeah. How
just
how she
straight.
said,
That was
like-
pretty ruthless too, man. When she
How she
Yeah,
said
'cause
you-
she
remember when
she gives
she's-
it to him and then he's on the floor.
no,
and
this was after.
The other
Oh,
guy,
like they were in a
the
campfire
last
or
white
something.
guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's when she has that whole like monologue.
yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, like I'm worse because I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
just standing
But that's
You
there.
don't
why
see me as a
there's
threat.
there's a whole
It's
thing
so
of
crazy.
that's why I said like there's a rules. It's like when like in Jurassic Park where there's rules to this and she figured
Yeah.
them out. Like if you don't have a weapon, it doesn't kill you because it doesn't see you as a target. So
And
the
then
whole
the
time
heat-
that's
the
why she
heat
never
seeking.
uses nothing. And
Yeah.
I don't know. She's the only one who figured it out, which is crazy.
Because he's the only one who survived.
that long. Yeah, she's
Yeah, everyone else-
But then she's also the protagonist. But I'm pretty sure like even
Yeah.
her brother, he's supposed to be like the one that hunts and shit, and he didn't figure it out.
I mean, I feel like he could
Well,
have killed him.
yeah.
I loved her brother.
He
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
he pretty much sacrificed himself.
He
at
did.
the end
Mhm.
so that she can go because doesn't he say like like he sees him as a threat, not her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
something like that.
So
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
knew already, like
Yeah.
he was Dunzos.
Because he literally just like it's funny because he like knows he's behind him and he just lets him die.
Pretty much.
Just gets fucking stabbed.
I don't know. If that was me, I would have moved. But
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have dodged the freaking
he
predator.
was doing all this other crazy stuff.
I mean,
But he was
he
already
was on a
like,
horse hitting him, and then he would get down and grab something else.
Yeah.
And he can't move. He
Yeah.
can't roll.
Right.
yeah, I
would've-
guess
I
you're
would
right.
have just sensed his presence and ducked
Just straight up, huh?
if that were me.
And we would have pulled a Neo from the
I don't know.
Matrix.
But
Backbend?
they never even gave like in the end where like because remember she takes a bunch of his weapons. She took that like that fucking thing he throws that like comes back up.
Like
she
folds up.
keeps it.
Those bracelets.
Oh yeah, the fucking.
It looked like a bracelet. Yeah, it looked like a
Little bracelets
bracelet.
that
It looked
straight up.
it looked like the bracelet thing you slap on your hand. And he goes on. That's literally what it looks like.
No, but she used it on that last white guy.
Yeah, to
She
cut
did.
his
She cut his
to
leg off,
so
yeah.
he can't move.
And then she used him as bait. I thought that was sick. I mean that whole ending, I I love the ending, man, because even though it was short, it just felt like it just felt like it was worth the payoff to me.
Do you think it was like very like women empowering? Because now it's like she's the war chief. Because that's like the end. Like she's all
Yeah.
Yeah.
She becomes
I
the,
don't-
that's
the one in
definitely one of the
charge of the
messages.
tribe.
Yeah.
Like like
I think it was done well though. I don't think it was because that's
yeah.
that's what I was afraid of too before I even saw the movie.
was it gonna be
like,
very like
the same way of like, oh, is it too like? I just didn't want her to be like flawless, like be like a perfect hero where she
like a
doesn't
gender
fuck
war?
up. No, I just mean
What?
like certain character, like
You know what I
perfect
mean, right?
example, Captain Marvel, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That movie
Oh.
sucked.
Like
that,
she's over. Yeah,
that movie sucked balls because she never fucked up.
Yeah,
You watch that movie again, she never fucks up. She never loses a fight. She never has like a problem with herself. Like the worst part is that she realized she was being brainwashed, but she never feels guilt. She never has a moment of weakness. So I'm like, dude, this character sucks balls. Like, and people were like, oh, but everyone likes.
I
her
mean,
in
technically,
Iron
the
Man.
weakness was her not knowing where she came from, and then she had to go and figure it out.
Yeah, but then she never had a moment where she felt bad about it. You know what I mean? She it just happened. She was like, now I know the right thing to do, and like she was always
Right.
stoic.
Oh, she had those
okay,
flashback things.
yeah.
Yeah, she had a
That-
flashback, but she never felt hurt about it.
There was no like transition period of like that guilt, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unlike Iron Man, where he gets fucked up, he starts realizing like the terrorists are using his own technology. He starts to feel guilty about that.
There's a whole movie on that, on his guilt. I feel like the
Yeah.
third movie is kind of that whole spot where I mean they're not using his technology right now in that movie, but that movie, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of growth in the third one, at least, right?
Yeah. Well,
For
one
sure.
in all his movies, and I think because I remember like they were making comparisons of Captain Marvel and Iron Man, how like Iron Man's cocky, but everyone likes it because he's a guy. It's like no, it's not because he's a guy.
Iron Man is perfect.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's charismatic,
Well,
but people like him because he's flawed as fuck. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot of problems.
He has a
Everyone
shitload
think
of
of him
problems.
as like he's like Bruce Wayne basically.
yeah,
He's smart, but he's also like
and his own pride is his downfall. Which is cool. Like Captain Marvel doesn't have those moments where like
she's
her
like
her pride backfires.
Yeah.
And with this girl, in Prey, I forgot her name.
Naru.
Naru,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Naru.
Naru.
She has a ton of flaws. Like she's not as
Yeah.
physically strong as the other guys.
She fucks up
She
a
sucks
lot.
at hunting.
Mhm.
Yeah, she sucks at hunting.
You see her trying to get better and better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then so by the end of it, it's like you believe that she's like it was her smarts that beat the predator, not like her physical
It
strength.
was wits.
Her wits, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what made me like fucking buy into it and think like, yo, this is fucking badass. And at the very end where she's fighting him and you hear the music start up, I swear I almost
Sam was
cried.
already-
And then that-
I swear I almost cried. I was just like so proud of her. Like,
I guess what did you say?
He almost cried.
That would be something controversial because would a woman do that back in the day? Be like, I'm gonna be a hunter, because everyone already had that standard of what to do, and no one fought it because that was just
Right.
hunter gatherer. It's not like now.
I
where
mean,
every
if you
once in a while
fight
now
it,
time-
it would be pretty dumb. She literally saved the whole freaking tribe, and then like she even warned them about like the
Oh, I know, but this is very like, it's a movie. You know what I mean? It's very
Yeah.
like,
You talking about in general, like
in
in
ge-
real
yeah,
history?
Like, wait, do you
in
mean, like-
in societal basis of like right now? You know how right now a woman, she could do whatever she wants
yeah.
because we're all doing it, but back then it's not how we think right now.
Like
But
Mulan.
No one ever stood up and was like,
Yes.
"Oh, I'm gonna be a hunter," because
Yes.
back then, the guys were like, "Oh, we're the strong ones. We're doing this. The girls can do this."
Well,
And that one kind of fought the basis of that in 1718, which I think,
dude,
which I don't know who did that during that time period.
Yeah.
every once in a while there were women
Yeah.
fighters though.
There
They
were.
would disguise themselves like. I'm pretty sure in the Civil War there
Disguised.
were. Yeah,
Not
but they would
accepted.
still do it though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh no, I know what he means. Like would
Like
they-
not openly. Like,
Yeah, they weren't accepted.
Yeah.
Like her, they were just like, you know what? Okay, yeah,
But I'm
keep
pretty
her,
sure
she
there
can
were
do this.
times where they like
They were. Yeah,
made
they were-
made
I mean,
exceptions. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember fucking. I mean, I was there when Queen Elizabeth was.
I remember.
Back in the 1600s.
I remember.
I remember.
No, but yeah, I mean, think about the first queen of England, fucking 1600. People were talking mad shit about her. They're like, remarry because we don't want a queen. But she didn't do it. She was like, I'm not gonna remarry, dude. I'm gonna be the fucking queen of this bitch. And she did, dude.
Yeah, and it's been like that
She
since.
was.
Yeah.
There's still
Yeah.
queens. There's still
Yeah.
the queens. Yeah.
And so, I mean, there's every once in a while, you have.
What was it? God save the queen. That was funny.
No, but on that though, I mean, the fact that we're where we're at now, right, with everything, someone must have done it, right? I feel like that's the only reason why we're doing it now.
Retaliated.
Yeah, someone had to have done it.
Yeah.
So for sure, there was someone out there. It may not be someone that we know who was, but definitely stood up and either wanted to fight or do whatever it was that they weren't supposed to do or were told that they.
I mean, dude, like Harriet Tubman, like.
Yeah.
Why did they? I mean, I'm sure. I mean, even if they were slaves, they still didn't like. It was still strong misogyny, you know, within them. Yeah. But they believed her because you know she was doing something.
Right.
So I mean, there's always cases. There's like, what about Joanne, that fighter? What's her name? Joanne. What's the fuck's her name?
I don't know.
It's like
what do you mean, like UFC?
No, not
UFC.
not
fighter. Like.
The fighter.
That girl that was like in knight armor.
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc, yeah.
That's what I was thinking of too. I was gonna say that
Yeah.
first, but I wasn't sure if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, Joan of Arc.
Yeah, that's the
She was fighting.
Joanne.
She was like, what was that, 1400s or some shit?
Yeah, well, I don't know how old that was, but definitely, chainmail type.
Yeah, but it's also based on where you're at as well, like.
Yeah.
Because you know she was
native.
in a town instead of them being like she's in the native.
Yeah.
They don't follow the same thing as like the Frenchmen.
Yeah.
You know, that's two different ideas they were having. No one was following. Now everyone follows. Oh, you know, we could do whatever we want.
How do you guys you know, that's a good question. How do you guys feel about that? Like
people can do whatever they want.
No. Yeah, it's a serious question.
Women?
Yeah, like how do you guys feel about like
That's fucked up.
like you hate them?
I say if you're able to do the,
No, that's
if you're
not-
able
that's
to
not
do
what
the
your phone
job
says, Sam.
and do the job right, then why wouldn't I let you do it? Or why wouldn't I not want you to do it? If you could do the job, then why wouldn't I want you to do it?
Okay.
But if you do the job and I see someone doing it better than you, I'm always gonna choose someone that's doing it the best.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, okay, so like hypothetically, if you could build a house better than Sam, I'm gonna choose you.
Okay, but let's say
I'm a big fan of women.
I wouldn't base it on. I wouldn't base it on gender.
No. Let's
base
say
it off skill.
women.
No, I'm gonna need you to like realistically answer this question. Like, okay, let's not say build. Let's say like plan it out. Okay, let's say you don't know. Okay, 50-50. We both send you applications that are like, you know, you don't know. Or it's like, oh, I can build a house, and he said I can too.
Okay,
But would you give me the chance? Be honest. Who would you pick?
Let me question you with another question.
Like a blind pick.
No, that's hard.
What are we looking at?
Because if you
said
send
we
an
both-
application,
we both send an application, just our names, right?
Yeah, no. With just our
And our
names and they're the same. Would
The
you?
qualifications are the same.
Yeah, qualifications are the same. Who would you pick? Would you pick Samuel Martinez or Darlene Pacheco? Be honest, Eric.
you sound more Mexican, so I probably choose you.
Yeah, my name's pretty white. Martinez, it can be Spanish.
Sam Martinez.
Yeah.
I mean, that's right.
Let's
That's
see.
Or what's the hypothetical? Like, what is the job? Don't say any job. It has to be a certain job.
Okay, computers.
You're like,
That's pretty good.
There you go,
Hey, that's a good one,
computers.
I guess.
Yeah, Eric's like, that was too good.
Josh, you're like, I thought
Computers,
we were
there you
talking
go.
about movies, man.
But then that's a dumb application. Why is it just your name?
No,
Qualifications.
there is
It is.
qualifications. They're the
But you guys are the same,
same.
But the qualifications
They're the
are the
same.
If I'm being,
that's hard.
if I'm being not funny,
If I'm being serious, you mean?
yeah, that's
Using
the,
that
That's the word.
if I'm
That's, the
being,
word. That's what the word is.
which is most of the time. Anyways,
Yeah.
if I'm being not funny, the thing is, women have a different vibe, obviously, than men. You know, you get too many guys
In a
together,
workspace.
they're gonna start beating the fuck out of each other.
It's hostile, dude.
Yeah, you get like 20
that is
guys
true.
in a small place.
Also
They're
what
gonna
the,
beat the
what
fuck
the
out of each
workspace
other.
is. Because what if I have a bunch
too
of
many
girls working
factors.
with me? Yeah, if I have a bunch of girls working
Yeah,
with me, I
it's a
would
loaded
choose
question.
you. Yeah,
So I would
it's
I
not
would
loaded,
actually
it's an open question.
Yeah.
I would try to
yeah.
have a balance because that way it's not overly masculine or overly feminine.
Yeah.
And you have some balance, and there's like it's normal. Whereas too many guys, they'll beat the fuck
Testosterone
out of
flies
each other.
everywhere, yeah.
Too many girls, they'll start gossiping. I'm sorry. No.
Too much estrogen.
No,
too much
You did not
testosterone.
just say that. Sam.
I'm not gonna assume anything, right? So
Don't assume.
So
It's just what
choose.
it's what you think.
Yeah,
What
who
would
would
you
you
choose,
choose?
Josh?
that's still an assumption. Like what he said. Like if there's too many girls, you're gonna be gossiping. I feel
Wait,
like.
do you not want
Well,
to talk
it's-
because you're scared of what like you want to say? I just want to know
Like,
what you
No,
think.
I mean, I definitely agree.
I don't know
that-
how we fucking got
So
here.
if we're asking this question,
I did
Why
because I
are you
asked this
diverting
question.
the question?
I know. Why aren't you answering the question,
Okay, I'm
Josh?
generalizing. Let me
So I
save
love
myself.
prey.
I'm generalizing.
No, I was just waiting for them to kind of speak.
Yeah.
I'm generalizing when I say gossiping. Obviously, there's cases.
Oh, did you really have to clear that up right now?
Yes.
All right, guys. I just want to let you guys
I'm
know.
not saying
you should
all
have just
women
left it like
gossiping,
that.
Okay, no, because obviously
not
Men gossip too.
But
Exactly,
but
men
he's
all the
being
time.
funny.
Men gossip
He's
too.
not being. I didn't take it serious.
Oh no!
I'm a funny
I know, but
guy.
You
You
literally
asked-
prefaced. He
yeah.
said, "If I'm being not funny."
Okay. Oh, you're right.
Okay,
You're
okay.
right.
You did,
Okay, so
Never
if
mind,
we're
you're
being
right.
all serious.
It's because
okay.
20 guys in a room, they don't always beat the fuck out of each other. Okay, so it goes both ways, but just it can, in general, guys are more hostile.
Why can't I hire both of you and just see who's
And
better?
One position
that.
open, one spot available.
That's not what I asked
If
you.
I'm
I
the
just
owner, I can hire as many people as I want.
okay. Now you guys are deep.
You gave me an
diving.
open
Yeah,
question. I'm
it's-
just.
I didn't give you. I just said we apply for the same computing job, same qualifications. He's a guy. I'm a girl. Who would you give the? And I just want to know why. That was it.
I just want to balance in the workplace.
That's so crazy that like we're just dodging that.
No, but why are you
I
guys
would
being
choose-
so
I
weird?
would
Like,
choose
I
you.
just want to know
be
the
safe?
first thing that's on the. Okay, there you go. If you say to be safe, that's the answer I wanted. Like, you are being honest. But if you said a guy, you'd be like, I'm more comfortable working with men, and that's it. But you guys went like
let's
deep.
Let's be real,
I'm more
though.
comfortable working with women.
Every
than
company
guys,
has a
because
quota,
Every
man.
guy.
I didn't want to go there, man. But
People.
It's true, isn't it?
How I believe.
Oh,
is-
wait, what did you say?
how I
Okay,
believe is
wait.
guys bash heads too much. Girls are easier to kind of talk to.
Mold.
Yes, because
Not
I'm just kidding,
You see-
Eric.
you see what
I
I
know.
mean?
I was doing
I
that.
can't say anything because
No, Eric, I was doing it on purpose.
like
she's like to brainwash.
every, know.
She's like, no, but guys
I'm just teasing.
butt heads more than women do. So
Yeah.
it's easier for us to hire a woman. I would probably hire a girl. Yeah.
I feel like
from my
all of you guys
I
are
would
like,
hire a girl.
I already said I'd hire you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because women have better social skills.
I
That's the real
I
shit.
think.
But it's computing.
Women
What is
carry
social
more-
skills with
Oh yeah, you're
computers?
right. But I mean, if you guys are all
Personable at the
together,
workplace.
I know, but it like I know, but do you see like we're kind of just generalizing now about the workplace now. She's just saying in general, who would you hire? Like that, no workplace.
Yeah,
no
that's
working.
it.
But that's
I-
so open, right?
I think I keep into consideration.
I just want to know the
facts.
first thing that came into your head. That's all I wanted to know. And then why?
look, every
So-
company's got a fucking quota. Okay, let's be real. All right, we need a hit.
Still,
All right,
like,
we need a
I
I
Hispanic
want to
man.
know Josh's answer.
I know I'm like trying to answer it. Okay, so I said I would choose Darlene because in my head, and this is the way I think, right? There's been that historical thing where the girls typically don't have that opportunity. So I would give the woman the opportunity first rather than the guy because I'm sure that they'll probably find something somewhere else, right? And I'm sure that maybe that
Sure.
person has already
Now I'm
tried.
unemployed.
So that's just me.
Wow.
Now I'm unemployed, yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know.
That's
What if
my
Sam-
I just
simple
feel
is-
like
if
you
Sam
guys
needed
were
the job
so.
more?
I know, dude.
That's
what if I'm
fucked
caring for
up.
my ill grandma?
Dude,
And no
keep
one else
applying,
can care
man.
for her.
Don't give up hope.
Keep trying. So
Keep trying.
I
so
feel
will
like-
hire you with that mindset.
You try.
I'll be honest with you. I
You're
thought you guys were
determined.
gonna just answer it right away.
Like, boy.
Yeah, like guy, girl, you, Sam. But it
Yeah.
just went like.
I mean, nowadays,
that's cool.
nowadays. That's not really something to think about
No.
unless
Yeah, to
you're like
consider
very
everything.
misogynistic and you're just
Here's
very
my
like.
here's
Not
my
misogynist.
final statement. Every company's got a quota, and I think for the most part,
He's not
it's
wrong, though.
it's generally good for the most part. Very few cases. Sometimes I feel like if certain jobs are like very very important and other people's lives are at stake, and then they choose someone less qualified but meets their quota, I think that's wrong because people's lives are at stake. But if it's something in tech where it's not so life or death, then dude, yeah, hit all those fucking quotas. You know, we need a Hispanic guy that's between 30 and 40, a black girl
Like
between
diverse,
18 and 20.
like diverse.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
just
hit,
keeping
yeah,
that.
and like
That's what he
entertainment,
said,
like
there's a
entertainment
diversity quota.
industry.
But
I think that's perfect to hit the quota.
But what she
entertainment
said is all
industry.
you have is a name. How do you know what she is?
They usually write in there. Are you Hispanic? Yeah.
It's usually one of the questions in the application.
It's one of the fucking.
Yeah.
I like how
long
that
list.
itself is its own question too. It's
Yeah.
not like please choose like a race or.
I hate
They
that.
ask, "Are you
Isn't that
Hispanic or
weird?
Latino?" Yeah.
Yeah, like by
Yeah.
itself.
It's
like,
its
what the
own
fuck?
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the prefix is like, this has nothing to do with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
application process. We promise.
And it always
We're
is.
not- and it always is.
Yeah, they're like
Oh, Hispanic. Fuck that guy.
I've had so many rejections.
Hispanic.
We got enough beans.
Yeah.
Got enough beans.
No.
All right, let's get back
How
to
do-
the movie.
Yeah,
man.
that was funny. Well,
Let's
that's good.
get back to
All right,
Prey.
now I want to get to another, a little
Was this another
a
movie?
problem that's always
another debate.
Is it about the movie?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I wanted to point.
I want to talk about the dog.
Oh my god.
I love the dog.
Oh, yeah.
The dog was really smart.
He was
but
beautiful.
This is what I mean.
Cute.
I like it was so trained to even understand, their native language, to like know like just commands.
Yeah.
I was like, so why? That's what I mean. Like, are dogs better than cats?
Oh my god.
More loyal, right? Dogs are always gonna be more loyal.
Yeah.
They can listen better. Cats are like their own. I feel like cats think
They're
they're
just
superior.
Yeah.
Like they're their own people.
They are not gonna listen to a thing you say.
No.
They're gonna.
So why do you guys like them so much?
Whoa.
Because they're selfish like me, dude. That's what I like
I
about
don't
them.
know, man.
I just
They ignore
okay.
me
No,
when
I
they want.
prefer dogs. I think dogs are like a lot more like exactly. They're more loyal, more compassionate. I think cats are just funny. Like I think a cat is such a character. Like cats
Cats
are
are
just like
funny.
their
They're
own.
just there.
They're just there exactly.
And that's boring. They're just there.
No, my cat's funny. I'll watch a movie and out of
Like-
nowhere he'll just bite my arm and he'll just walk away. I think
Good
he-
one.
That's what they
I-
do.
Good
man.
one.
I think
Lucky.
he's like lucky.
Good one, Lucky.
I think he's funny, but like obviously like my dog is more like just cute. I don't
It's
know.
more of a bond with the dog.
Yeah.
Cat is more of like.
A cat is a toxic relationship because they don't need you, brother.
So is
They
that what
Yeah.
want you when
So
they
do you guys like toxic relationships then?
Yeah, no.
Oh, fuck.
A cat's like a fish.
No,
A cat's like a fish. There you go. It's just chilling.
Man, I love the dog in Prey. I mean, he
Yeah.
he was like the best actor in the movie.
Yeah.
That dude has a big ass smile
I
every
was
time
so
he's on
scared that he
screen.
was gonna die.
Oh, I think everybody
too,
was. I was
man.
like,
Every time.
And they actually use him a bunch of times to like
Yeah.
raise the stakes, like
Yeah.
when the bears chasing him.
They got hurt like 50 times, man. It was really
Yeah,
sad.
when the trap hit him, I was like, no,
I
this
know.
is too far.
But like he
I almost
recovers
turned it off.
fast as hell. I don't know what medicine she put, but that shit would recover
Dude,
like
natural
that.
stuff, man.
yeah.
She'll literally be like,
It's that green herb from.
yeah.
The
She do that and then like
Yeah.
pat his back. And then just
Yeah,
go,
you're good.
just
That's
go with
like
life.
Huh.
Yeah, and I'm glad. I was afraid they were gonna kill him. I'm glad
know,
they
seriously.
didn't.
Would
kill
it
him.
have been bad if it would have come?
Yes,
It would have made it more personal for her, no?
I would have turned it off.
Because the
It was
dog would
personal.
only the dog would like literally.
I mean,
only
her
listen to
brother
her
literally
and,
got
like-
murdered in front of her.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you
exactly.
Can't get more
I know, but it's
personal
more
than
it's
that.
more sad to see like an animal die,
Yeah, it is.
right?
Yeah.
Then
I
in
remember
like,
like watching Marley and Me and stuff like that was fucking heartwarming.
you know
dude.
what? I've
You're like, dude, you're like, no, it's so sad.
One of the few
Yeah.
movies that.
That's why we don't
That
need
is
to
really
see
I
it.
really
sad.
wanted to cry. I was like, dude, that's so sad. Like the dog did nothing.
Yeah.
Like what did it just died.
I think it's the innocence. You know.
We don't need to see a dog die every time.
Yeah, they're so pure, right?
Okay,
So
wait,
Why would
yeah.
something so pure and so innocent
I think that's how I
It's
feel.
kind of
for,
like when there's rape scenes.
Well,
I'm
game's
glad
game.
they don't show them. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's rape scenes in movies where it's like it's just implied and they don't
That it
show it.
happened.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't need to see rape. Rape scenes are so fucking awkward. Like
they're
they
yeah.
just make you feel so. And I guess like you make the argument like, oh well, that's like a scary movie makes you uncomfortable. Yeah, but rape is like, it's a little too fucking real. Like it should.
Because I mean, if
Yeah,
like
you gotta cut off.
Because I mean, if like the predator would have killed the thing of the dog, you'd be like, oh, like she better kill this asshole. Like what the fuck? It would have
I
made
don't
it
know.
more intense. I feel like.
I think I would have turned it off. Yeah.
I don't watch this movie no
stupid
more.
ass
Wait,
movie.
so what did you want to bring up?
Oh no, I just wanted to point out one more pretty major overall like fact or whatever it is. There's a huge parallel between the girl and the predator. I don't know. I feel like
Yes.
you would have noticed that.
Yes.
Um,
I was feeling that
because
too.
in the beginning she's telling her brother, I want to do the trial, right, to become a warrior, war chief or whatever. And I mean, they don't tell you anything about the predator, but you kind of imply because there's a scene where he's healing himself, right? She's doing the same thing, and I don't know. At least that's when I noticed it. But throughout the whole thing, I mean, he's fighting people that only are gonna fight back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So to him, it's a contest to see who's the strongest on this planet, right? So it made me think again. Okay, maybe he was sent down here as his trial to kind of see
yeah.
if he can survive for a week or something, right?
Yeah.
Find the strongest enemy
Oh,
here
Yeah, no,
and survive. That's what they
That's
do.
what their backstory is. Yeah, they
Yeah,
go.
that's
That's,
what they
why every
do.
time when they come down, yeah, they send them down because they're
This
like,
is some heavy
we
lore, dude.
yeah, this is heavy. There's
Yeah.
deep lore.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
They send them down to see if they can actually become a predator.
Yeah. So the fact
dope.
he came down, all he's looking for is competition.
I just remembered that. Yeah, that's why every time he kills an alien, he brands himself.
Yeah, and
That's how you know they're like the war
Because
chiefs, like
tally.
the higher ups.
And he collects
the,
them, right?
Yeah, the higher ups, all their heads, they're all marked.
Oh,
I
that's-
remember
Yeah.
that.
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
He would get their
Yeah.
tail and he would like cut himself with it and he would brand himself.
So I thought that was
I
pretty
did.
cool.
I did notice the parallel because at the very beginning, like, she's hunting all these animals and she can't get any of them. And then the predator, he hunts the same animals and he gets all of them. So like as they're going along, it's like he's like so much better than her, and she's just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
you can see it too because it starts with the predator. It starts with the snake, right? The snake bites his leg or whatever. And he just like strips it straight.
He just cuts it. And like,
I know. It's like
yeah. And then it's like a coyote or something. Wolf or something.
Yeah, it's the wolf.
And then it's the bear, right? And then it's humans, which is like the toughest enemy. So, I thought that was pretty cool. You see that
the build.
Yeah, the build.
Oh, the what is that called? The food chain, basically.
Yeah.
From the smallest to the biggest, because
the top.
I think he kills the snake because he sees the snake kill the bunny.
What attacks? So the snake attacks him. He posed a threat, right? So as soon as you pose a threat, he sees that as competition.
Then it sees
it's a battle.
That whole sequence is badass. Like a little bug.
The bug that goes to the bunny, then it goes to the snake, and then it goes to fucking predator.
Yeah. And then so that's cool. I really like that parallel. It's pretty. That's what kind of had me hooked. I'm like, damn, they were going from one scene of her healing herself with like the herbs and stuff, and then he's like cauterizing himself, right? Closing.
Oh yeah, he has that little thing. It's like,
is that what it's called, right?
Yeah, cauterizing when you burn it.
He's like sealing his wounds. So I'm like, damn, they're both. That's when I saw. I was like, okay, maybe this guy is just as rookie or whatever as her, right? And they're trying to see who's the toughest. So that's their final battle.
Yeah. He got dogged on, I'll tell you that.
Straight up, dude.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is with them too, like he gets like, his arm cut and stuff, and he doesn't like care. That's what's crazy. Like he's just like he keeps fighting. Dude, like he just does, like he just keeps going, like
stab him 3-4 times. He's still going. Man.
Yeah, like he gets stabbed everywhere, and he's just going like he's a monster. I was like, dude, this guy's like on some shit.
He needs to fight fucking Michael Myers, dude.
Yeah,
that's what
honestly. So where would you put this movie with all the other movies? Like, where would you?
The other Predator.
Honestly,
movie?
Yeah. Or like, would you put this one on top of the Arnold Schwarzenegger one?
Fuck no.
I wouldn't do that either. I wouldn't do that either.
The original Predator is so fucking good.
Yeah, that one's great.
I think it's just because of like the '80s cheese they were going with.
So much cheese.
Dylan.
Yeah,
you son of a bitch.
Wait,
that was the movie, right?
Was it Back to the Chopper? Was it that one?
Yeah.
Get
to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Dude, do it
now. Wasn't that the part they just?
Yeah.
Did you hear when the brother? He's like, if it bleeds, we can kill it. I was like,
yeah. As soon as she said like, I don't know if we could kill it, I was like, oh no, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
Oh man, that was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, man. That was cool. I really like that.
Which makes me sad that it went straight to streaming. Like that's some bullshit.
Dude, I thought the same thing when I finished it. I was like, this would have been sick in theaters. Imagine all of us just like seeing the whole thing and the sound. It would have been so much cooler.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Especially those shots of like the nature, like
that's what I was. Nature was insane.
It was beautiful, man.
It was some
had
really good
clouds. Of them. It would always show like, oh, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go be on my journey.
Don't you guys?
It showed like the deer and it showed like the world. It showed the prairie. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, this was very...
Do you think that's, like, a thing where, like, if you're really, like, in tuned and in touch with, like, nature and you know, like, kind of like them, like, the Comanche?
Just the Native American
yeah,
tribes.
like, you know, like... Well, Native Americans, like... That's why I feel like that's kind of cool. Like, they knew how to, like, the medicine and the food and how to hunt. But then, like, the other dudes just kind of sucked and just pointed their gun and died.
Talking about the Frenchman?
Yeah.
Oh,
were
yeah.
Well, because they were on the same mission as them, but they were just more erratic about it, and she was more thoughtful. She was more witful. Mm-hmm. Because that's why...
Back in the day, Europeans were terrible with diseases. Like,
hygiene
they were getting murked left and right by diseases.
Didn't brush their teeth, nothing.
They throw their trash right out the window.
Oh, yeah.
The sidewalks were full of trash and disease.
She even brushed her
said
teeth.
Murked.
I just remember that. She did do that shit. They would brush their teeth with a stick or something. Yeah, she would brush her teeth with a stick. That's what people would do. That's like more hygienic too, if you do that.
That kind of blew me away. I was like, wait, they had to
watch Eric start doing that?
It was like a stick, and they just like...
Oh, okay.
It was like floss.
Yeah, it was like floss, basically, yeah.
Damn, people don't even floss today, dude.
So where would you put this movie then?
Gingivitis.
Right under Predator for me. Right under the original Predator.
Agreed.
And Predator's at the top for you?
Yeah, because... Like we said earlier, it followed the original Predator the most out of any other sequel or prequel.
And it was the opposite of the names too. Do you think it was supposed to be like
prey.
that?
Like
yeah,
I think that's what they
Predator
were doing.
prey.
They're implying
because it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even get into that. I don't think we did.
Yeah, it was a prequel.
About the
fact
title.
there's a prequel is Prey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of a reverse of not necessarily a reverse of the Predator movie, but I think just the idea of it, and then we see again the parallels and stuff.
And if it followed this like pretty close same formula as the original, where you have a group of guys looking for them, and they all get slaughtered one by one until it's just Arnold. And what's cool about the original, they have all these guns, and Arnold realizes like he can't beat them with the guns, so he's got to like take off his shirt and fucking.
He's all shiny.
Yeah,
he puts himself in mud, and he's like,
I think that's how he camouflaged himself at the time, right?
Yeah,
with mud.
Exactly, and he has to use bow and arrows and all this shit.
Traps and stuff.
Yeah. So very similar to this one where she has to fight him in the woods, just like the original.
Yeah.
After everyone else is gone. I thought that was badass. The only difference is she still needed help from her dog, which was cool, I think. I mean, they did it in a very clever way.
Yeah.
Bensu! She like runs under the fucking legs.
That was the name, huh?
Yeah. Or Batsu, I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't know. It just showed that she understood, I guess, her environment too, because of where she even fought him was like important, because that's where she, you know, that's the part where like she almost dies, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna use this to my advantage.
Well, she had it all set up,
which is crazy, because this fool fucking, he comes out like he's coming back from the dead, where like it's like quicksand, no? Yeah, he just like gets up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I figured maybe he was just too tall for it or something. Like he realized he was touching the bottom. He's just, okay. He just gets up.
He just gets up, and he's like, and he keeps going. You know, he never thinks.
Yeah. The only thing where I feel like, I mean, there's a few stretches. You know, the biggest stretch for me was like how did she activate the helmet, or how did she know how to use the helmet?
Oh, because she saw it in action. Because she saw that every time he would shoot.
Yeah, but how did she know how to turn it on?
That's true.
She couldn't use a gun. Like, how is she gonna use this fucking alien
She's sick.
technology?
She just did it.
That's the first thing. Because like,
you know?
She's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I buy it. I'm like, yeah, she's fucking badass.
Even the gun, when like they trained her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, but she was viewing everything that he was doing.
Yeah, that was the point. Was like she was always like.
Yeah, but you still gotta turn it on. I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get the.
How do you turn it on and like time it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she understood that it was like heat seeking, but how do you turn it on?
No, it wasn't.
And I mean, she had to have aimed it perfectly.
Yeah, that was the part. She aimed it too well.
Yeah,
because it wasn't heat timing. It would only go to where the lasers. At, and it was somehow perfectly
and that's how it would shoot.
Yeah, and I get what you mean. Like this girl, like she was in geometry or some shit. Because
she must have taken like fucking pre-cal when she was 10 or something.
A lot of shit.
In the 1700s.
I think they were just like really good with like.
All right, so what do you?
Their senses. They're just
so what would you rate this movie then?
Me, yeah, I loved it. I think it's one of the best movies of the year for sure.
It was. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, dude. Better than Bullet Train. Just throwing that out there. I'd give it an 8.
Damn.
I loved it.
I think I would give it an 8 too. Well, yeah, no, I'd give it an 8. There was again, I think the only thing for me is just developing the Predator story a little bit, or even just kind of showing some background as to why he's there, right? But there's nothing. It's just a lot of implications, which I think has to do with the parallel between the two. So, solid 8 for me.
If I'm nitpicking,
Sam, don't.
Yeah, I want to hear the nitpicks.
Yeah, you want to hear nitpicks?
I want to hear why you give it an 8.
The asshole other native guys, they were so bland. They were just like regular bullies. Like, we're not gonna be out here long enough for you to cook, stuff like that. Like,
I got you.
He was just so insistent on being a bully that he was just like a flat character. You know, it's like as soon as he started bullying, I was like, yeah, you're gonna die in like 5 seconds. I mean, and he did die. All of them died.
I believe they weren't even trying to build anyone else up.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
there was no point for them. I mean. Yeah, he's a bland character, but he wasn't important in the first place. He was just there for like fillers, basically.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to drop it down a bit. Yeah.
What?
I mean, to me, it
made
sense.
It was supposed to be like that. It makes sense.
To me, it made sense. That's fine, but
because
you can have a bland sandwich and it'd be like, yeah, it was decent.
So what did you want the guy to slap her, and it would have probably bumped it up to a 9?
You know what I mean? Well, let me tell you something.
No, because
there's other movies that have a simple formula. The characters are complex, so and it just adds like more to it. You know what I'm saying?
So you think if they developed their character more and
Sam,
you'd be like,
they always wanted it to be campy and cheesy.
But
they knew from the start. But they knew, so.
Dude, I thought.
And they got exactly that. It's like.
But then it would make the movie way too long.
No,
and it
no,
would have
I mean,
probably
it's
been
like, let me give you an
unnecessary. That
example.
would have been unnecessary. That would
Let me
have.
give you an
Yeah,
example.
to me that would have been very unnecessary.
You don't go to Olive Garden for the most high-end Italian cuisine, right? You just go to Olive Garden because it's decent and you want Italian. You don't want something crazy. You're not going to overpay. But you want something decent, a solid B.
Yeah. It's
You
a
go to
safe
Olive Garden.
pick.
You want good bread? Yeah, it's a safe
safe
pick. It's a good time.
Olive
That's
Garden.
what this movie's
Olive
like.
Garden's ass. Olive
So,
Garden's
I like
assholes.
Olive Garden.
I
Yeah, I
don't.
can't go
I
wrong
like
with that.
Olive Garden. But you're not going to go there and be like, you want some high-end Italian cuisine? No.
I mean,
and they never
you know,
try
I'm gonna
to
be honest. I still don't understand your
Yeah.
reference. Olive Garden.
Honestly-
like
honestly,
that.
They
I-
were safe in choosing and going the path that they.
Yeah,
preferred.
that's what I'm saying.
But it's not a bad choice.
So it got
But
you,
why
it got
would
you
you?
mad that it
What are you
was
talking
safe?
about? The breadsticks are
Dude,
good.
8 is a high score.
It's on the breast.
I love the breast.
No,
stick.
but I'm saying no. It got you annoyed that they were safe picks.
It didn't get me annoyed.
That's just not.
It's just safe. It's just safe.
It's not your preference.
No, it's not that it's
So
not my
why is it?
preference.
Oh, you see, you said
It's
oh,
'cause-
that's his
it's 'cause-
preference.
Okay,
It's
so
not
I'm
his preference.
wrong,
So
wrong.
I don't know
Let's hear
what I don't know what
it's
you're implying.
safe. You know, it's straight to the point. It's like I don't know how to fucking cook.
Sam,
but
that
I'll make
would have
something
it would have
basic.
been weird if they hyped up those dudes.
Yeah,
like
to
it would
just
have
die.
it would have been like, what's
it made
going
sense
on
for
right
them To be
now?
assholes
I'm
because-
saying
Yeah.
it's possible.
but
So
let me
because-
tell you. Let me tell you.
Dude,
something.
Okay.
Sam, if it's
off
possible,
the rails,
you know
yeah.
what, Sam? Okay, if it's possible, anything is freaking possible. So you're just gonna be like,
Anything is possible. Like Kevin Garnett.
I mean,
Anything is possible.
I mean, those characters had a reason because they were like,
Yeah.
well, you're a gatherer. Why are you with us?
Yeah.
They weren't assholes just to be assholes. They were like, your place.
Yeah.
But you're
imagine
you're
how
trying to
upset
fight it.
you would have been if they had been developed and then they
And then
just
they
die.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
That would have been a cool twist.
But
I
they,
can
they
see
were
that.
still, I mean, there, like, they're still with her. They showed that was her team. Just like in the original, her whole team dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That the only way to figure out the
Right.
predator is to see other people die, because that's how you learn what he does. So they were there for a reason.
No, I'm not saying they
Yeah.
weren't needed. They were definitely needed, and they were also very static, which is fine.
Because
like,
even you can
but let
relate it
me
to-
give you another example, dude.
Background character.
Top Gun.
okay.
Oh my god.
We all know this.
You know
movie.
what? All right, go
This
ahead, Sam,
Top Gun,
because
this-
I don't understand.
we're going off the
I'm about
rails.
I'm about to, you know, bring out the chalkboard, educate.
Oh,
All right. So Top Gun, look. The side characters
You
could have
didn't-
been bland as fuck. They could have been stereotypical, and some of them
that
were.
would you're no
Some of them
you're
were.
ruining Top Gun now. What are you talking about? It was not just about Maverick. It was about Maverick teaching the students. That's why we know
Yeah.
the
You're
students.
literally proving my point.
She
That's
had
what
no
I'm
teacher.
saying. If Maverick was the only developed character, how much worse would that be? It
Sam,
would have been way
Sam,
worse.
The movie is about him. He's teaching his work to the
You-
students. She
Yeah.
is not teaching her hunter skills when she's not even a hunter. There were already hunters.
Look, let me tell you something. If Maverick was the only one developed, the movie would have still been okay. It would have been like an 8, 7. It would have been decent. It wouldn't have been like incredible as it's incredible.
I mean,
Sam,
because all the characters
no.
are
in
well
a
developed.
movie production,
Sam, no.
I guess
Yes.
personally to you that affects you, but to
Dude.
me, I don't think it affects the movie that much to
Sam,
like bring it
Dude.
down
You,
that bad.
Sam,
Can
Top
you
Gun
let me
was a
speak?
no. I just can't. Okay, go ahead.
Look, Top Gun could have easy like the original Top Gun. The characters, the only main character I developed is Maverick, Ice, his buddy,
Charlie,
Sam,
and his wife, right? And that's why the movie isn't
that's his wife.
Sam.
no his
Let's
girlfriend.
go, Charlie. The girl.
And that's why the movie isn't like fucking spectacular. This movie, Top Gun, is spectacular because all these characters are well rounded. There's only a few characters that have like 5, 6 scenes that aren't well developed because they're not in
Sam,
there.
they're completely
double
different
down on that, though.
movies.
Can,
No,
can I finish?
Let me double. Let
Can
me double
I
down.
finish? Hold on. Let me finish, please. Top Gun is so good because so many of the characters are developed. The guy he's training, the guy, what's his name? Goose.
Yeah,
Goose.
Rooster.
His rival is also developed. The fucking random girl is also developed. I don't remember her name, but she's developed. The love interest also developed.
Phoenix.
They all have these strong personalities that you care for all of them. You don't want to see a single one of them die.
Okay.
Even if they weren't developed, the movie would have still been fine with the action scenes because the action scenes are so well done. You're like, whoa, spectacular. But because they're developed, when they're off the plane, you still care about what they're going to say. You want to see what's going on with them. You want to see Goose's relationship with Maverick. If it was solely about Maverick, you wouldn't care about them getting off the plane. You'd be like, oh, let's get back out there. But because they're all developed, even them just talking is interesting. It's exciting. You want to see what they do next. It's not a regular action movie. There's so many action movies I can watch once or twice. Cool. But this Top Gun is good because the character is so developed. You can watch it back and back. You notice a few more things. Oh, I didn't notice that, Goose.
Yeah, but
from the start, he felt like he wasn't strong enough to be a pilot like his father, but he's so fucking stubborn.
Okay.
And Maverick notices that. So the movie could have been a basic action movie, but it's incredible.
This is why.
The hunters.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. No, the fact is, in Top Gun, everyone is needed for that mission.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they developed. It's not like, oh, we're not gonna talk about them because he said we need everyone has a job to do. So no matter what, everyone's gonna get their piece of the movie.
Yeah.
Those hunters aren't needed.
They just. Were
They
there.
could have maybe. What if they would have survived? Be like, you know what? This girl's actually fucking smart. She knows what she's doing. But it makes it better being like, oh, they're all assholes. Yeah, they think they know what they're doing, so they die. It develops her more because she's like, oh well, you know, if I would have followed their footsteps, the movie would have ended. They developed. They just developed. They didn't develop themselves. They're help developing her.
Yeah.
They're still doing a part.
Yeah.
But Top Gun's way different because everyone has to do something. If they took out two people, the movie wouldn't even exist. The whole mission wouldn't exist.
I think there's a few blank faces in there that aren't developed, but they still keep them around. They're still not developed, but they still they could have taken them out, but they don't. They could have killed them off, but they don't.
Who?
And just not everyone has names, do they? I don't remember. I think there's a second girl somewhere in there.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but
she's not developed.
But that's the whole point. That's what those hunters were supposed to be like, just there.
Look. Any movie can be better with stronger characters.
Yeah, development. Yeah, but
any
the thing
movie,
is,
it can be horror,
I mean,
romance, anything.
You can really put in perspective of even the time period, even how they were. A hunter is always gonna be an asshole to a girl.
Dude, humans are always complex.
If I was a hunter in that time period,
dude,
I'm not always gonna be like, oh yeah, give her. You're gonna be like, dude, you're slowing us down. At that time period,
dude,
it's not the thing of everyone who's like, oh, fucking feminism, baby. Like, that's not what they were doing.
That's not what I'm saying would be developed.
But you're saying like, oh,
all
they were doing was being assholes.
They're one note characters. That's what I'm saying. They do one thing. That's what they're only there to support the main
job
character.
is to do.
That's yes.
Yes.
But
so how is that bad?
It's not bad. It's safe. That's what I'm saying. Like any movie
is between bad and safe. I feel like a person would be more invested in a movie if there were more developed characters. I can see your point. Like,
dude,
because
the thing is when they
stand out, right? No, just like if you have a team of people, kind of like I don't know the movie like The Expendables or something, right? Each character is their own person. They have their own stories. Mm-hmm. I mean, none of them die because that movie is just ridiculous. But if you did have those characters that did die, that would make you like more connected with the movie. At least that's how I would see it. It'd be like, oh my god, no, like I love them as a character. They're so cool, but they needed more development, But now they're dead. So that's how I see it. And the way he's saying, it's a safe choice because it's easier.
Yeah,
in all aspects.
But I mean, you still have a connection with the people who are being assholes because you're like, oh, this guy's an asshole. I want.
Not really, because I didn't even know who that was. Like they all looked the same to me. All of them were just like people, right? No, I mean like they're all just like people, right? It's just a group of dudes that were all there for
that mission, to die for that mission. Yeah,
but they're gonna die.
But there isn't anyone that stands out except for the brother. Right? Yeah. His makeup is like really. Actually, his makeup was
because
really
he's the war chief.
Yeah, it was really cool.
When I saw him, I was like, yo, that's.
He's the one that develops. He's the one that
still dies, right? He still dies.
No, but he dies for a cause. He dies for a purpose.
But when he dies, you miss him more,
right?
As opposed to the guys that
should become more personal to her. And it does. It does become more personal to her. Her whole tribe.
Well, think about like the new Scream movie. If you guys seen it, like they all have a strong personality, and when they die, you feel a little more connected. You're like, oh fuck, I wish they didn't die.
Yeah.
As opposed to when they're only one note characters, they're gonna die.
No, but those characters were meant to be in the movie. Like it starts in the beginning, and you just try to see one by one how they
wanted them to die
off.
for being assholes, for being so arrogant.
They could have chosen to them not be developed. They could have chosen to be just like.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, it's the same concept.
Okay, yeah, we have a concept
they're meant to be there to die, right?
Wouldn't you think of like being arrogant? Wouldn't you think of being arrogant as a way of like developing? Because you're seeing them being the person that's who they are. Mm-hmm. You're seeing them as an asshole. Yeah, it's not that they just started. It's like, oh, he started with it. Yeah, he's still doing it. So that's who he is. He developed as an asshole, and he died for it.
But people aren't like that. They have at least one more thing.
There are assholes in this world.
Yes, but they have another thing in them.
There are.
There's always characters like that start off assholes. But then you find out. No, they don't have to
dynamic
change.
Character.
Yeah. You don't.
Not everyone's a dynamic
you don't have to change. You just have to see the other side of them. Like
Thanos.
Yeah, but no, that's different. That was
no, that's like
Josh, don't do this.
That's like a villain, right? But you see his other side. It's like you want to empathize with him.
Exactly.
You're giving everyone the benefit of you're trying to give everyone the benefit of the doubt of saying like someone should see both sides of the story.
No, not even that. Not even that. I'm just saying like even an asshole, he can stay an asshole the whole movie, but then you have a scene where he's like worried about his mother or worried about his friend.
God, I know what you're talking
or
about.
worried about his lover. He's still an asshole. He never changes.
Yeah.
You can have characters that are complex that never change. They never have an arc. But you see other sides to them that make them more interesting. And then that's when you're like, oh shit, that reminds me of my fucking uncle. He's an asshole, but he takes care of our grandma. When someone's just a straight asshole, it's hard to relate to that. It's so you don't give a fuck if they die. You're like, oh, they're gone. They're just like another number, you know? They don't make sense. But if you see just another side, and Thanos is perfect. Because Thanos, he never changes. He always wants to do his mission. But then you see that he had a tragic backstory and you're like, fuck, he suffered so much. As opposed to someone like Ultron. He's not developed. He's just like, I just want to kill shit. And it's like, he's unrelatable. I mean, kind of relatable because he spent one day on the internet and wanted to take out humanity. So you feel that. So that's all I'm saying. Like, any movie is better if it has a little more complex characters. It doesn't mean they have to have an arc. Look, Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler, he doesn't have an arc. He stays a gambler the whole fucking movie. But you see other sides of him.
Isn't that what keeps you sucked in? Because you're trying to see if it even changes.
Oh, that's
a good thing.
That's what makes that
movie
like, so good.
He's gonna change. Oh, he didn't, and
he
wasted an hour 40, and he never did.
But you see, but you think he will change because he's complex. He's like, he's developed. Like he has a family. You see reasons why he would change, and he doesn't change. Layers,
like onions.
Ogres have onions have layers.
Yeah.
Ogres are like
onions. That's all I'm saying.
And they have layers.
Yeah, so I definitely see that point. And you know, it's funny. I don't want to say it. I don't know if it's kind of open can of worms, but I definitely see that in a lot of anime. There's definitely a lot of layers. So I don't know if that's where like that pretext comes from. Yeah. Right? Because I grew up watching a lot of anime.
She's blind right now. She doesn't know what you're talking about.
I tell everybody I want my kids to watch anime, dude, because there's so much.
You learn a lot.
There's so much in it, dude. There's like the way the characters are developed and stuff.
What do you mean you learn a lot? That's a good question.
There's layers, right? There's that, because even though someone is an enemy, like say there's an arch nemesis, right? Even though that's your arch nemesis, the characters, like in a lot of animes, they still don't want to kill them because they're a nice person on the inside or something like that, right? There's like a
I get what you mean. It's like, oh, he's not doing this just to do this. He's doing this because of something that happened. Like he started off as a good person, and he could probably end off as a good person.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that, a lot in
You're still gonna kick his
many
ass,
different animes.
Yeah, Frieza. That's exactly how I think of it.
Yeah,
like Frieza destroyed fucking planets, and then somehow they team up to fucking save the world.
I was kind of mad they brought him back though. I was like, really, dude?
I was happy because he's a bitch now.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of the new stuff.
No, you should, man.
I just remember seeing scenes of him back. I was like, what the? Yeah. Why the fuck did they bring him back?
That's a character that
cost them up. You killed Krillin.
Yeah, that's a character I think that's like very developed because he knows that he's so underpowered, he cannot fight them. But he's still arrogant. He's still like, oh, I'm still I'm king. I'm Lord Frieza. Like, you don't know who you're talking to. I'm one of the higher ups. I'm one of the best villains out here. But Goku could kick his ass in 2 seconds. But that's why I like Vegeta, he still keeps that composure, and then Goku can put him on check.
Vegeta's kind of hot.
And Frieza will understand it. That's why I think anime is a way to see that understanding of people.
Yeah.
Because you'll see like, oh, this guy's an asshole, but now like they're fucking working together. It's that thing of like, oh, we're teaming up now. You're the enemy of your enemy is my friend, or your enemy is actually your best friend. That's usually how it is.
It's very subjective too, because I just like movies like that show. That's just what I'm into. That show people be more human than just like caricatures. They're
like
both
reading a script.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like more like the original Predator. Like Arnold, he's not developed at all. He's just a big.
That's a stagnant movie, man. That's just
exactly. He's just a big, greasy, buff guy.
Yeah,
and that's
with
bad.
Oil on his. It's not bad.
A lot of oil.
See, like,
no, it's great.
It's great, it's great, but obviously there's no development. There's no character complexity there. He's just a big, greasy man.
Yeah,
fighting a fucking alien, and I still prefer that over this new one.
So think about
just barely.
He said, "Enemy of my enemy is my friend." In Alien vs Predator, they had layers.
The third one. Enemy,
the predator.
Enemy is my friend. He gets
the predator does team up with the lady.
Yeah.
With the girl, huh?
And then
Yeah, I remember that.
She brands her too. Remember? She gets branded.
Was it on the cheek?
Yeah,
he dies.
On
she
the
gets
cheek.
branded, and he gives her the staff.
Yeah.
That's badass.
He dies, but then she like delivers him.
Excuse
Huh?
me. He dies, and they take him up to the predator ship, and then he delivers like an alien baby.
The girl?
Like, no, the predator, the predator stuff. She doesn't die. She doesn't die. She survives.
Yeah, because the girl, she gets the staff. She gets that weapon from them, and then they're like, all right, we'll live life, I guess, with this weapon.
Does she survive? I don't remember.
Yeah, she does. She's the girl with the red coat. I remember.
Yeah.
Like the dark girl with like the curly hair.
Okay, before we move on, we didn't ask you guys before I went on that.
Oh yeah, what was your rating?
Violent tangent.
Yeah. I give it like honestly, it's like an 8-9. I really liked it. I really liked it. It wasn't
Fun movie.
It was just there and it was cool and I was into it the entire time. It was just sick. I was like, whoa. Why? And that's what got me kind of sad. I was like, this would have been so much cooler in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it like an 8 or 9. I liked how they did they got a girl who's small on purpose.
Yeah.
A girl who's very like you can see her as weak because she's like 5. She was very short and she's like 100 pounds.
She was little.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was small.
She was that
She
small.
looks like
She was probably like 120, 110, like a buck.
Yeah.
20. She was like a buck 20, but that's still like very small. And then for like her height as well, like all the guys that were there were like 6 foot something, and they're all like,
And like juiced.
yeah, juiced out.
They're swole.
Like this guy's carrying a cougar back to
Sounds
his fucking
like
I mean,
right. I
They
mean,
were skinny as fuck.
like the guy
Oh,
carries,
that-
the guy's
sounds like they
carrying a
weren't
cougar
swole.
back to camp like it's fucking nothing. He carried his sister back
Imagine.
to camp and then went back to fight.
yeah.
Like she didn't do that.
Which
All
kind
she
of blows
brought
my
back was
mind.
the
How
head.
did he save her when she knocked out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Well, he
Especially-
said the cougar was injured.
Yeah,
Once.
because remember before she
Oh.
fell,
Oh,
she
she
stabbed
stabbed
it.
it. Yeah.
She stabbed
Yeah.
on the side, and
That
that's
makes
when he
sense.
said like, "Oh, it wasn't me. Like I couldn't have done it by myself.
Oh,
like you did
yeah.
make it." That's
That
when he
makes
has
sense.
his whole like arc of like, oh, when he tells her like, "Oh, you're not good enough." Like
I know at first he did tell
he's
her
an
that.
asshole, and then when they're tied up, they're about to die. He just fucking lets loose. He's like, honestly, bro, like
You're not that bad.
you're not that bad. I ain't gonna cap. And
Yeah.
then just
I fuck with you.
Yeah.
but that's kind of a fucking an asshole way of them to even put that in the movie. Like they're gonna die, so that's when he opens up. He should have opened up later on, or like
No,
right.
that's why he opened up. Is because he's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't
That
wanna
always
leave any-
happens to
yeah.
everybody.
No, but
It's like when
he
you're on an
tells her-
airplane,
yeah, but
you
he tells her-
finally realize you believe in God.
Yeah, every time.
Oh, it's like, I don't believe in God, the
it would've
airplane's
been better
falling.
If he would have done it, like even the part when he's like, "Oh, this is my time," and then he gets stabbed. He could have done it there, like honestly, I needed you the whole time. Instead, they did it when they're tied up, and he still survives because he sees how smart she is. Like they get out of the fucking trap.
You'd rather him say it right before he dies? Like,
What if he
Yeah,
doesn't
it would have
finish his
been
sentence,
cooler
bro?
because like he's seen her and he's like honestly like yeah. He's like, you're pretty, and he just gets
Yeah,
stabbed.
dude, if he doesn't finish the sentence, like
yeah.
Not to
I just
move.
wanna
They
say-
would have let him.
being tied up.
That would have been crazier, right? Like honest.
Like,
yeah,
what were you gonna
I
say?
I just wanted you to know that
Unresolved.
and then
Yeah.
and you're like, what?
what?
That's when you go on the internet. What was he gonna
You
say?
what?
What did the directors want him to say?
Yeah, wait for the director's cut, man.
But yeah, I would give it like a 9. I'd give it a 9. It was a good movie.
It was
Nah,
really
it was
good.
solid.
It
Strong.
was
I
loved
super
it.
good.
That's good.
I always say I never give a
For a
movie a
good
10.
movie.
And isn't it
I never
crazy?
give a
Isn't
movie a
that
10.
disappointing? Like we gave like such a good rating on a movie that was like streamed. Like we
Yeah, dude.
I
it
know.
wasn't even seen in
It was-
theaters.
right now
that.
it's top 10.
Dude,
Yeah,
on my
they're
list.
saying it's one of the highest.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Not the highest
No.
watched film right now in the last like 3
Oh, it
days.
is
Was-
so
it's
great.
the first-
It's Hulu's biggest premiere ever.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
sick.
I feel like
Yeah.
they're probably scared because they're like
Yeah.
there's so many Alien and Predator movies. People are gonna be like, oh, it's just another one.
Dude, it was good. It beat all the
Well,
other
yeah,
little.
well, exactly, but I'm pretty sure they
I know.
weren't.
That's crazy. They,
They-
weren't
they weren't-
confident enough to.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
if you're making 20 of them, everyone's still gonna relate back like how we're doing to the old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary. They've made so many. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What are we gonna do different?
Like
this
like
time?
like for example the Michael Myers movies. There's so many. There's like 50 of them,
I know
dude.
people still watch.
Yeah, and you still watch it because you want to see if this one's better than the rest, and then you get fucking
Disappointed.
Oh, this one sucks, and then next
Yeah,
one comes
I
out.
haven't watched.
Next one comes out.
This
oh,
one
well,
sucks too.
Well,
Really?
maybe this one will be
Or is that
good.
your
And
opinion, or are you
same
just saying-
shit.
No, I think it sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe
enough.
that's what they're scared of because they're following fucking 50 other movies.
Playing it safe.
And I
You're
think
keeping
with
it
all the
safe.
all the streaming stuff now, I think all the studios are kind of trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Like they all don't know what's going to happen next. Like you got Disney raising their prices. They're making it $13. They're making the original plan with ads.
Are they really?
Yeah. And Netflix gonna do the same. They're gonna include.
When are
ads.
they? I know I've been hearing that for a while now. When are they
everyone's putting their prices up. Like
Disney's
$10.99 now.
All
Inflation.
All the streaming services, their regular service is not gonna be with ads, and then they're gonna have a premium without ads.
No, they're doing the same thing.
So it's like Crunchyroll.
But is that active? What next year?
Hulu does the same thing.
No,
They haven't said.
I think very soon.
That's crazy.
No,
I don't like
crazy.
that. I mean, they're making it into like it's just television. Now that's television.
Yeah.
It's literally just TV.
Each streaming service
Like
is now
I
a
think,
channel.
honestly,
Yeah.
I think
Isn't that weird?
when I see people watch TV, I think you're weird as fuck.
For real, dude.
Like, why are you on channel 300? That's weird. Like,
Yeah.
You might as well.
there's so many streaming stuff. You can watch everything you want to watch just on
You
the
might as well turn
streaming
on
Yeah.
the radio at that point.
device. Yeah, exactly. Like, no one listens to
That
radio
is
anymore.
true because like
No
I've
one listens
even
to radio.
subscribed to like I have ESPN like for hockey and you can watch whatever you want on there.
Yeah, it's
You might,
everything's there.
at that point, you might as well send a telegram to your friends.
Wait, so do you think
Oh, you're like, wait, hold on. You're like, I like your pager.
wait, so how is like so
Ugly
how is
Sam.
like most of these like companies, the TV companies still out, like DirecTV, besides they're like their internet
I think-
providers? Because now most of them are internet providers. Because
they're
now,
partnered with
because
streaming
now
channels?
like Spectrum, it's like that. It's partnered with Time Warner.
Yeah.
So that's probably why, because they have partners, right?
I think.
Yeah,
they're-
no, because they put all their time and effort. Like, you know what? Since everyone's streaming, let's give them internet. Let's put our money on internet instead of
Oh, I
saying
see.
get 200 channels for $30 a month and we'll give you 50 Latin channels for free. Like that
Latin
fucking-
channels?
That
Still
fucking
pay for
yeah.
cable.
That's what I
People
mean.
still
It's
pay
so
them.
weird for people because
It's like older people, right?
It's
Yeah,
odd.
they call them boomers or something.
Just older.
Boom.
What do you
Boomers?
call them? Yeah, it's like it's vintage now. It's like how people fucking no one says CDs anymore.
Fuck no.
When was the last time you seen a CD?
I don't even know. Dude.
Yesterday.
Exactly.
You gotta be one of those weird hippies to get CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, but
Going-
are they gonna
Definitely have
survive though? So will they survive if everyone's streaming now?
What survive? Cable?
Yeah, cable.
I think.
'Cause it's still being sold.
I
It's still
think.
being
I think.
advertised.
I think it'll go extinct in
The
the,
day
next
cable
50
goes extinct
years.
is gonna be crazy.
No, I feel like the day cable goes extinct, we're not even gonna know about it. 'Cause we're so
Yeah.
used to just streaming.
Yeah, it's gonna be worldwide.
I know nothing about cable.
I think. I mean, it's like when Blockbuster went out. It's
Oh,
like
that's
we knew about it,
sad.
even though none of us.
And Hollywood
wanted it.
Video.
Stay home.
I used to go to
Yeah.
Blockbuster.
Me too. I used to love
Yeah.
Blockbuster.
Mhm.
It was just an exciting feeling looking at the movies.
Just
Every
looking at movies,
Friday.
Yeah.
And, like there was games there you could rent too.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one on Sierra.
5 days.
Yeah.
I know exactly
He
what
knows
you're
what
talking about.
I'm
That's the one I
talking
used to go.
about.
And
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
gate.
That
Rent
game
those
There
games
was
crazy.
a
all the
gate
time.
and it was half and half. Yeah.
I actually rented a
times.
Predator game there a
For real?
lot. A lot.
Was it on
I used to play all the
GameCube?
Predator games. No, it was on Xbox.
Instead of
Oh,
buying
okay.
it, he rented it like 50 times.
It
Because
cost
it was
more
like
than-
$2. It
Yeah.
was like $2 a day or
You're
something.
like, I'm not sure if I like it still. And you,
Yeah.
And he had it for
Another
3
30
months.
days.
This is about like the prestige.
No, as a
edition.
kid,
know,
man,
for one.
when you had 2-day rental, I would play it for 2 days.
You
dude. That's
needed to play it
straight for 2 days.
Was it-
straight? dude.
Yeah.
If you
Wait,
buy on
I
there.
didn't know that you could rent video games.
Yeah. Well, you,
Well,
before.
nowadays
Back
that's
in the
No.
like
day.
Yeah.
it's gone. That's weird.
That was the
if you're
move.
renting video games, you're weird.
But
That
back
was
then,
weird.
so because you
Yeah.
only had like a certain amount of time, you'd be like,
Well,
Yeah, you get home,
Because
just
if
jump
you
on
think
it.
about it now, you could, like I said, you could find everything on the internet. Any game you could find on the internet.
Yeah.
Back then, you fucking cartridge. You put that shit in, and you had to play it for 2 days. You have to beat it in 2 days. If not, like you have to rent it again.
Yeah.
and you're like, we're not doing that.
Right.
No,
exactly.
yeah,
That's
and then you
funny.
can't. Some of them you can't save, so you have to leave. You have to leave your console on.
Oh, I know.
You have to leave it on overnight because you couldn't afford a memory card. So
Are you guys serious?
yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes
dead
memory
serious,
cards were like
man.
$80 and you couldn't afford it, so you had to just leave it on.
Yeah.
And once you beat it, you're like, damn, I'm
Sam knows.
I'm a monster. Like,
I just know one time my brother wanted to rent like GTA or something, and I wanted to rent Monsters Inc. And my mom let me choose that time, so we got Monsters Inc.
oh, I remember.
You're lying,
It was
Sam.
awesome.
Hey,
No,
you're-
man.
you're the reason
There was like a
why.
dodgeball game
Nah.
in there. The coolest shit ever.
It was that was honestly those are the best moments when like you
Yeah.
had it
Really?
was your. I remember
I love
That's
it.
actually pretty
I had
cool.
the same thing because my brother. That's when Melee came out. When my brother
Oh, okay.
he chose Melee on the GameCube and I chose Kung Fu Chaos, random ass game on Xbox.
Kung Fu Chaos.
And I bought that
sounds
game's
badass.
bad. If you look it
I've
up,
actually
it's
never heard
so
of that.
badass. And I bought it, and I told my dad because I remember he's like, "Oh, your brother's gonna buy it," and I was a little shit, so I got what I wanted. So I was like, "We better fucking buy this game."
Really?
And it was like $30 right there, or it was like $40 brand new games. That was like the average. It was like $30 brand new. And then I remember he bought. We still have the Melee, the old one we bought from Best Buy.
Yeah. Dude.
And then we bought
everything.
Kung Fu Chaos, and that shit was M for mature. You straight like blood and shit, and I was like 5 playing it.
What?
Like my dad didn't care. Yeah, my dad was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
hate that like you'll be at GameStop be like, oh, you're gonna buy this for your kid? You know there's titties in it, right? Yeah, and
let me tell you why it's rated M.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Gang violence, exploitation of
drugs,
women,
sex, money,
everything.
So would you guys like, since I know you guys all have like brothers and siblings, like you guys had to share like that same thing, like same console with them?
I would tell my brother to tell my dad because my brother was older than me.
Really?
Yeah. So my brother was 16, so there was leeway for him to buy that game.
I only tried it once with my older brother because he's like a year and a half older than me. And same thing, like what you said. So my mom, he had a PS2 at the time. He had like, I think like this Harry Potter game. It was Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets. And then my mom, and then my mom bought me. And the thing is, like, for years, he like played whatever he wanted to by himself. And so my mom decided to get me a Barbie game where you capture horses. And you get them. So imagine out of nowhere,
completed that game.
I told my mom, I was like, I want to play the game. So I never let him play. My mom was like, you always play that thing. Let your sister play. So my brother, being creepy, he scratched the game. He scratched the game for me never to play with it on the PS2.
That's when you put toothpaste on it and you clean it to try to clean them.
I think I did that too as a kid. I actually, you know what game it was?
What?
Call of Duty.
You know what's funny?
The first one or Big Red one?
That's too far. Dude.
No, I never told
it was
you.
Like Modern Warfare, dude.
No.
I did it back to my
know.
brother.
The first Modern Warfare.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No, okay. No, I
Poor
did it back
memories
to
of
him
one
with
day.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And it's funny because at the
it was a
end,
big loss.
no, I regretted it. It was the coolest game ever.
Oh, you
So
were
we ended
mad.
up both losing. So I was like, why did I do that? That was actually a way
yeah,
better
it
game
was-
than
My
Barbie.
brother always had that pet peeve with me because I used to leave games out and I never put them back in the proper cases. I would just put them on top of the Xbox. So
No.
they
They
would
were all
scratch.
scratched up.
Yeah, they would scratch.
So wait.
so you would know.
You could put toothpaste on it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was
It's
one
supposed to
way
help
to
it.
like clean it. Yeah, to like it would kind of like
I did that
put
so
them
many
inside
times.
like the
Fill
little
the
lines.
cracks.
Yeah, it would fill the
Like,
cracks.
Fill the cracks. Yeah.
No
Because
way.
those kits were way too expensive.
Yeah.
It's either that or you just instead of buying a new game, you buy the refurbished one, which has a bunch of cracks on it.
I always had refurbished.
Yeah, honestly, but I was that little asshole
Yeah.
kid, so you knew what games were mine and what games were my brother's, because mine were fucking. You would
Fucked
look
up.
at it and that shit was shiny because how many like lines was on it. Like that shit was insane.
Oh man.
That's
I just remember
funny.
one time, not games, but playing cards. There was this Dragon Ball Z game, and this guy would whoop my ass, and it was my friend's house. And when he was sleeping, I bent the card that he beat me with,
Dude.
'Cause
Because
I-
legendary.
He's
He's
was
like,
like a-
sorry, Tommy.
and he was like, "I knew it was you." I was like, "I wasn't me, dude.
Sam, you were
You're
evil.
the only one in here." Was
I
me.
know it was
Hey,
fucking you,
we-
man.
we're all
I
grown
like
now.
that he bent it.
And it's funny because I didn't even rip it. I just like bent it and just like.
It's crazy all that's
Fuck
now like
you.
everything grows in value now because all
Yeah.
that's you don't see any of that anymore. There's only one Blockbuster in history now.
Where?
It's a hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a
Bro.
hotel.
Blockbuster Hotel.
That's a smart move. You can go, you can sleep there, and then you watch movies.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's here.
Blockbuster should just be a hotel chain now.
Sounds
Imagine.
cool.
The whole theme would be like
They would say
vintage
it's
shit.
they would say
Yeah.
it's vintage.
Yeah, that's
Very
perfect.
vintage.
Isn't that weird? Like, isn't it kind of crazy? Like, you just put vintage and it's like automatically expensive.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
That's why Urban Outfitters is like $1,000 for a jacket or something.
Is it? I never shopped there.
not
Urban,
1,000. It's like $100 for like a simple little
That's still a
dress.
lot.
I'm like,
I
No,
Like,
yeah,
it's
I
not
get
even
what
that
you mean.
nice.
They
I don't even
overprice
like the
their shit.
aesthetics of everything.
yeah.
And they sell fucking t-shirt band tees.
They sell
and
like
they're disgusting.
they sell
I
like
hate Urban
glamorized
Outfitters.
thrift finds,
Yeah.
but it's obviously not.
They
from a
sell
thrift
books
source.
about stupid
They
stuff.
look like it though,
Yeah.
right? They look old, tattered and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And they just overprice the fuck out of it.
We just
No
thrift.
wonder.
So we were watching The Grinch earlier.
Oh no, yeah, we had a conversation. I want.
No,
to get to that.
because I didn't know.
Okay, so we had this weird conversation of like, I said, because I forgot
You
how
were
it came
telling
up.
me.
Yeah, I was telling you. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
like, what if you go in a house? She said,
Oh, because
no,
my
Because
car
Darlene
key.
doesn't have regular keys.
No,
She has,
well, what'd you put instead?
card
You
key.
put something else.
It was my Tesla card key.
Yeah, but before we went into
Shout
that, you
out,
said you
Elon.
put something else. I was like, oh, you mean your car keys? And then that's kind of how I brought up.
I don't remember,
She
but
said because she basically said she put something like in a jar or something, and they took the phones. you went to go see a comedian.
Oh, I went to go see Joe Rogan.
Some comedian places they take your phones because you're not.
That's cool.
Sorry, no, we're like going over that like it's not a big deal.
Totally going over that.
Just brush over that.
Yeah, we're like I saw Joe Rogan.
Saw Joe Rogan, and then they make you put your phones
in this like, velvet bag that locks electronically. Like you can't open it until at the end of the show.
It's because you're not allowed to record.
Like record.
Yeah. So.
There you go.
I told her, I was like, oh, they put their car keys in there. Because you know who does that, right?
No, wait, go, keep going about the bag. No, because he said, he made a joke. He's like, oh, let me guess, you're going to get someone else's random phone and go home with them? And I was like, what?
Because that's what swingers do.
So then Eric started talking about how...
You didn't know that either?
Dude, I'm not.
Because even like, say...
Into that.
That's why, because like, you look like you look from the 70s. Like in that 70s shows, it's, they do that in the movie. They throw all their car keys in and they take them out. And then that's when like freaking Redden's like, what the hell? These guys are all weirdos. Like he figures it out, and he's like, yeah, like why are you leaving? Like, it's taking someone else's keys. We're talking about that, and then that's when we're talking to Saul, and he's like, hey, that happens in the movie The Grinch.
Really?
And we didn't know that until we saw it.
I need to understand this concept first.
Yeah. So say Saul. Okay, the thing of a swingers party, everyone you have to come with a partner.
Right.
So say you and whoever you bring in
can't be a parent.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So say someone invites you to a party, and he's like, right when you walk in, you have to put your keys in a fish bowl. Yeah. Everyone's keys are in there, and they shake them up, and then you guys party all night. You guys, mingle, and then when you leave, you grab a car keys, but they're not yours.
I didn't know that.
And whoever's keys it is. So if I get your keys, I leave home with your girl. If you get my keys, you leave home with my girl.
What?
And you take my car, dude. And you smash them.
Unless your girl drove, then you have to suck him.
Yeah, then.
Oh my gosh.
That was the whole thing.
That's a twist.
And then somehow we ended up talking about the Grinch, and he's like,
because I said I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a
part.
Do we
have that like ready? I want to see that.
No,
do you don't remember?
Dude.
No, because I said that I was like, didn't that happen in the Grinch? And then Soul was like, yeah, that's what it is. And I was like, and then like it was in the part when he was in a baby, remember? And he falls on the tree. Oh, and they're dancing in a circle and they're dropping off the keys.
I just hit play right there.
And I didn't know that was the thing.
That's a swingers party. Yeah, that's a swingers party.
No
I didn't know that.
Is that why he never like saw his family again or something? Like.
See, and that's what they were saying. Like they were like, what would Darlene put in the bowl? And I was like,
because she has the Tesla, she has to put her car.
Everyone's gonna know.
So that means
everyone's like, you want Darlene? Get her. She's the Tesla girl.
Get the Tesla girl.
Get her card.
What was that village name in the Grinch?
Whoville.
Whoville. Yeah.
So you know what they were doing at Whoville?
Bunch of swingers. That's what they all look like.
What were they doing?
That's why some kids look like other people.
That blows my mind, man.
I didn't
it's
know
so funny
that.
because they do that. I feel like there's a lot of references where they
and tell me why. I always thought because they were too drunk to go home. Dude, thank goodness you guys warned me. If I went to a party like that, I'd be like, okay, like I'm gonna do it because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, I feel like something like that you would have figured it out.
Yeah.
How did I? I didn't even know that.
Because all the guys at swingers parties, how it is most of the time, you see the guy that like say Sam has a girlfriend, you'll see him hitting on you. Like on purpose, and you'll be like, that's kind of weird, and everyone does it, and then that's when you kind of get the hint of like, yeah, this is everyone's open here, and it's weird.
That's why everyone in Whoville is deformed, because there's a lot of inbreeding.
100%.
No, I thought they're adapting to where they lived at, but yeah, most movies
they don't need big old cheeks like that to survive in the cold.
I mean, it helps.
Do they?
Yeah, it does help.
Christmas.
The brothers sisters.
But it's always. I mean, movies always have that adult like comedy that you don't notice until later on in the future. Like even Shrek. Shrek has so much fucking.
But that's because
comedy.
it's universal. They're all like that, like Cat in the Hat.
But I'm saying you didn't notice it until we told you. Now,
I didn't
that's
know
an adult
that.
joke. Now, like that's.
I'm sure if you had watched
it's also the studio though, like Disney would not.
But they always do that, and it's funny. Like there's always stuff you don't catch until you get older. Because we all watched that movie when we were young.
Dude, if you think about it, why don't they? I actually love their movies, like Universal Studios, like Cat in the Hat when he's like dirty hoe, and it was the freaking tool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The dress
I think
was
maybe
when she
because
bought
before they weren't as regulated. I don't know.
Yeah, because
no, back in the day it was
society.
Yeah, society really takes everything into account now.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that.
That's society.
Like I feel like
Society.
no, it's true. Like I'm
No,
a girl. Like no, I'm a girl, whatever. But like if a guy makes a sexist joke, I'm like that was so sexist. Like I'm just like I'm like like that was so sexist. Like I'm just like dude, that was funny. All right, you know.
It depends on your experience.
Yeah, but I just feel like
because.
But see, like it's like no, like okay, like I love like The Office. The Office wouldn't survive now.
Girls?
Huh?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls has all that.
Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory has so many racist, like funny little jokes that I feel like people nowadays would be like, "What is this? This is so bad. It sends a bad message." And it's just like I just think it's like I don't know. It gets me sad that everything is so censorized. Like it's like, oh, you shouldn't say that or you shouldn't.
Is that why everything has to be like in genres now? Like The Office is. What would you put that in the genre?
I don't know. Like okay, all right. For example,
the funny genre.
Like. No, like for example, like there's certain things like when I meet someone, I will definitely not say. But then for example, if someone says like there's certain things
professional.
like I'm very careful of what I say to people I just meet, obviously. So like but the moment someone tells me like, "Oh, The Office is a good show," I'm just like, "All right."
You're like, she's like, "You're racist too?"
Oh yeah, the first like episode's so racist.
Yeah.
Remember, it's not even racist because that movie is like it's racist and it's like very like. Dude,
but it's not mean. It's not mean spirited.
Yeah, it's because
that's why.
Like
it's
when
okay.
he's like, "Oh, you can't drive," he's like, "Oh, am I a woman?"
Yeah, but it's like Asian.
Funny, dude.
But see, but like there's people that can be like, no, like that's not comedy. But me, like, I mean, if you were to make a joke like, "Oh yeah, Darlene's a bean," I'd be like, "Oh, that's funny," you know. But it's just, I don't know. That gets me sad. But that's like when someone tells me they like The Office, I already know. I'm like, all right, you're my type of person.
Because they have witty humor. You need to have very witty humor to understand The Office. Because a lot of people hate it. Because they're like, oh, the jokes are. It's like, no, they're trying to be witty. You really have to think about the jokes when they happen because it's funny.
It's because there's the huge part of like subjectivity. Like a lot of people don't even like The Office, and it's not really about it being offensive. Exactly. They just don't think it's funny. It's not funny to them, and I totally get them. I mean, I like it a lot. But like it, you know, when you watch it back, it's like the emphasis on Jim, like he's not that funny no more.
He's like,
yeah, like everything. He's like,
he looks at the camera. He's like, yeah.
And back in the day, it was like,
but it's also the thing of you've already heard all the jokes.
Yeah, that is true. It's
that's why the first
now.
time you watch it, you're like, this is a fucking masterpiece, man. And you watch it again, you're like,
well, Michael
why
Scott,
the fuck did I laugh to this?
You're like, Michael Scott's fucking hilarious. Like his whole character.
At the time when I watched it, this was a long time ago. I kind of had trouble getting through the first couple seasons. To be honest,
what?
Not saying it was bad, but there's just some episodes where I was
so
like,
dry,
just kind of dragging.
Yeah.
So,
but then it builds up. Obviously,
and it builds. Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Scott funny as show. So
Michael
Josh, do you like Five Nights at Freddy's?
Do I like Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
I mean, I've honestly forgotten about it.
Adult or kids game? Go.
Ooh.
What would you rate that? Don't say nothing. Let him talk.
Dude. I mean, it was a horror game at first. So I only know it based off of
the first one.
What I know so far. Mm-hmm. And that's not a lot. So it's a horror game. I mean, if kids want to play it, they can play it. But I don't know. That's just what I think. I mean, it's kind of weird, though, right? Because it's like he's trying so hard, huh? That's my. I think that's my 2 cents. I think it's a horror game because is it a show now or something? Is it not a show?
No, it's just they dragged it to be.
So the lore, I know the lore now is like super weird, but when I first was watching it, and like,
I'm just gonna say,
you're wrong.
You're playing games. Games are for kids. All right, let's not beat around the bush. All right.
Hey.
But when you're a kid,
games are for children. Okay. This is coming from a gamer. Okay, I've been a gamer my whole life, but I'm just gonna go out and say. Yeah. Obviously, most games are for kids. Most things can be enjoyed by children. I hope certain things aren't enjoyed by children because there's a lot of bad things on the internet that I don't want them to see that I saw when I was 8. Kind of fucked me up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the gore videos we used to see back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's not normal, dude. She fucked me up for life. But, you know, there's like a recent... So they're making it a movie. Five Nights at Freddy's, and you know it's been like in production hell forever, but they finally have like they reported that Jim Henson studio, they make the puppets, right? So they made the puppets for like Sesame Street. They're like the first original makers of Sesame Street, and they made what's the other one with Kermit?
Kermit the Frog.
Oh,
Kermit the Frog?
they're the Muppets. Yeah.
And they also made the original Muppets. So now they're gonna make the animatronics for Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm glad that they're like
Animatron.
They're
like the
Chuck
E. Cheese
No,
robots.
I know, but I was thinking like the Muppets is like.
Yeah, it's a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they'll have puppets too.
Because the
Crazy.
animatronics are basically puppets. They just have
but with the
machines in them.
robot.
Yeah, with the robot skeleton.
I'm just glad that they're like they're not taking it lightly, you know. They're really like taking their time to make sure it's like a big release.
This is
I don't know
big-
anything
That's how
about Five
that's how I
Nights
think
at
about it.
Freddy's.
The only way you're gonna know,
good. Yeah,
I feel like the only way you'll know about this movie is if you played the game.
I don't know.
No,
My little
one
brother,
knows about it.
my little brother used to talk about it all the time. That's how I know.
It's like, well, I mean,
Good
you can make
Lord.
anything popular as fuck with the right advertising.
I don't know.
know.
I feel like if they would make it, it wouldn't be that good of a movie. It would.
I mean,
it
look
would
at-
be a good
look at-
movie, but it wouldn't
The
hit.
kids are gonna love it.
Well, yeah, because
Well, you-
fucking kids eat up anything.
like,
It
you
depends
don't
on how
know-
they
you don't know
how they
that.
do it too. If it's
Exactly.
if they design the animatronics to look
I think
like,
this.
terrifying.
Okay, so are they gonna
You know?
make it for kids or for adults? Because the game
That's the
is
question.
adult game. It's fucking
Yeah.
scary as shit. The first one's
Back in
scary.
the day.
After that,
Well, they can't make it for kids. The subject is too heavy for kids.
exactly.
They
But
can't.
but now the whole thing of Five Nights at Freddy's, it's a kids thing. You'll go to like any store and you'll see
It's
a
at
little,
Target in the
you'll-
kids section.
Yeah, you'll see a little toy
What
of
the
because
heck?
now it's a kid
Like a
thing.
T-shirt.
really.
Yeah, like you'll see the little all the animatronics because now it's very friendly. Now they made it for
Yeah.
kids, but what route are they gonna take?
They're gonna make it for
Like
adults.
like
It's gonna be for
but
adults.
it might be too big for them to make it rated R.
Yeah, I was
which
gonna say,
sucks.
It might be.
I hope they
PG-13.
make it rated R, but they might want kids in there, so they'll make it PG-13,
Yeah,
which would make the movie suffer.
bigger audience.
Exactly.
If it was rated R, that'd be kind of sick. 'Cause
It would
then
be
you already
better.
know,
It
like
would
you're gonna be
be
like,
better.
oh, it's gonna
Because-
get crazy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
now you
Yeah.
know like oh they're
gonna
kill.
really do
they're
it.
gonna
Yeah.
kill. Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
kill.
But because merchandise is already involved, we already have a shitload of toys and shirts being sold.
Yeah.
They might put a greater emphasis on movie merchandise,
Uh-huh.
and if that's the case, they're making it PG-13.
So then it'd be like Goosebumps.
I wouldn't even know what the script is.
Yeah.
Because all we can base the script on, I don't know if they're trying to do it based on the lore or actually based on the game. Because the game's all
they're gonna
this-
make it original.
Yeah, because all the game is just based on a janitor taking care of the place. He never
No,
dies.
it's not.
Yeah, it's
Thought
the
it was
guy
security.
taking care. It's security or someone. He's just watching the cameras. He's like, just make sure no one comes in because people steal shit. That's what. Then you survive 5 nights.
I'm sure they're
You
gonna
know,
include
There's
more
no other
characters.
characters. Nothing. It's
I'm
just
sure they're gonna
one
include more
guy.
characters.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't think they're gonna include more characters?
Well, the original lore, there's a creator of the puppets. His son.
But they're
Is
not there
involved.
at
They're-
night.
They're
though,
not
is what
there
I'm
in the
saying.
game.
Yeah,
Like-
well, actually, what's
The
funny
whole
about
point
the lore, as each one, like he made each game without having a big picture. Like he kind of let the fans speculate, and then he took what he liked from the fans, and then he was
pretty
like,
funny.
"Oh, that's true. Yeah, I like that."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
because at
crazy.
first, like
That's smart.
like it's later confirmed that like the first guy from it's a security guard, but then you later find out the first guy from the first game is actually one of his kids that already died and came back to life.
You see, that's way too complicated.
What?
No,
That's
yeah,
way too
it
complicated.
is way too complicated.
What?
And then like Five Nights 2 is a prequel to the first one. Five Nights 3 is the very end of the story. Five Nights 4 it happens right after the first one. It's the nightmares.
That's how he watches Markiplier. I know his ass
Oh
does.
yeah. Oh yeah.
There's no way he knows.
That's
all
how
this.
you got it
Yeah, I'm
started.
like,
There's
what?
no
I
way.
used to. but I
PewDiePie and
stopped.
Markiplier's fees to watch.
Dude, the lore is so good though. I'm telling you, dude. The son gets killed by accident by one of the animatronics. The little brother witnesses it, so he has nightmares of those animatronics, and that's what the fourth one is all about. It's like him in his bed, and he sees the animatronics in his nightmares trying to eat him
Oh, the fourth one's the one that takes place in the room.
in the room. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's crazy.
So you
that's
do
him
know what it
suffering the
is.
I do
trauma.
know, yeah.
Oh.
I have an idea, but I don't know what's
Paint it off.
what's
I
Underneath
know.
underneath
I know.
that
You're
shirt
saying.
is Five
I
Nights
know.
at
You're
Freddy's shirt.
saying.
tattoos,
Like you were talking about
FNAF.
it, like whatever, and then you actually understand what he's saying.
Yeah, because he's unlocking some memories that I totally like blocked out right now. Because I used to.
There was a
like
time-
him. I used to watch those YouTube videos, man. I never played
Dude.
the game. I was too scared to play
Dashy
it.
baby.
but-
Dude, literally me too, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I know you, man. You didn't want to play Fear back in the day.
I remember
You were scared of scary games?
I was,
yeah, dude.
Swear.
We were all scared.
I'm
of
still
them.
scared of those fucking
Yeah.
games. I watch a scary movie before I watch.
You ever played?
Because you're controlling the fucking.
Have you ever played Phasmophobia? That game fucks you up.
Oh no, I've heard
that
about
game's
that.
scary.
I thought BioShock was creepy.
BioShock was creepy. I was scared to play
People
that
said
one.
it was creepy. I don't know why. With the big daddy,
It was
a big
creepy
one
at
though.
the time.
It was creepy.
I never thought it was.
No, there was
creepy.
a little
I thought it was
girl.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
girl.
the girl
And
creeped me
that,
out.
yeah, and then the way he
Yeah.
would just drill into people,
Oh,
and then the
yeah.
music.
I hate that.
I hate getting grilled.
You're so- you guys are so gross.
No. But why is it the baby?
gory, though.
Why is it the kid and they name it Big Daddy?
Oh yeah, I only know that because
That's we never thought about it too as a little girl, and then the thing's name is Big Daddy.
We weren't even gonna get into that one.
That was the name of the enemy.
Yeah,
Big
it
Daddies.
was.
Yeah,
Because he's a daddy, dude. Look at him.
yeah.
He's a hunk.
he'd take care of her.
Yeah. That's what I
They
need.
would take care of her. It's more than one.
Oh.
Get the lore right.
Okay, sorry, I didn't play that.
Watch Mark.
I watched my older brother
Watch
play it.
Markiplier and PewDiePie.
Somebody.
PewDiePie. I only know PewDiePie is because my brother. I'm not. I see you guys.
Brother sounds pretty cool.
My little brother, my older brother. Older brother played Bioshock. Little.
Sounds cool. We should get him on this show.
Yeah. My little brother, he watched PewDiePie and all those other. All right, so today we're gonna play video games. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? That's
Welcome
all
back
I
to
would.
another-
That's all I would
Happy
hear.
Wheels.
I'm like, what?
Welcome back to another Happy Wheels video.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
man.
and I'd always tell him like, don't you get bored like just sitting there and watching videos?
Welcome back
And he
to
like looks at me with his eyes red.
That's how he did his intro.
He had a weird voice.
Hot.
No, he knew his audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Smart.
what it
He
was.
knew his audience was
That's what it
kids,
was.
so he would
Yeah.
talk.
Character?
Like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because now he's a fucking monster.
I don't even know what he does. Fell face of the earth.
He's ripped as motherfucker,
Yeah.
and now he just makes like videos to react to other stuff.
Mm.
I
He
feel
still,
like
he still does
he
playthroughs
did,
though.
yeah, but I feel like he just like
Interesting.
I don't know, man. He was the original guy.
He's a goat.
He
He,
was
did
the-
Amnesia,
he-
dude. He
yeah.
did Amnesia.
He was the original
game?
guy you
Yeah.
watch.
You never watched that game?
I've heard of it.
He was literally
Like a
one of the
kid,
original
huh?
guys to watch for games, like to react
Yeah.
to games. He was
Mhm.
him
that
and
was
PewDiePie.
Yeah, Markiplier, PewDiePie.
And then back in COD days, I'd watch CNNers. You ever watch him?
You'd watch
Yeah.
that bullshit as
I
hide and
love
seek
seeing
shit,
that.
huh? Or the Simon Says.
No, what's that?
You never played Simon Says on Call of Duty?
What?
Are you talking about Prop Hunt?
No, Simon
like Prop
Says.
Hunt. Prop
C9ers
Hunt's cool.
would do Simon Says in Call
Oh,
of
he
Duty.
did?
And
You
then he would
remember
do
that, right?
like
Do you know this guy named Tabes?
You guys
Taste?
lost me.
Tabes.
Tapes?
Where he was like, to the face, to the face, to the face.
No.
who did he play with? Who did he
He'd
play
be
with?
like-
Who was his like group?
I don't
See, I was
remember.
into watching
He was
YouTubers,
like,
but not that into it, man.
Like
It was-
we all know like Vanos.
but that
right?
was like on
Okay.
one for 2 days.
dude, still.
And then I went off after
Really?
that. Back when Machinima was hot.
C9ers. He's
And
been I
damn.
can smell you. You remember that video?
No,
They
is,
play a
is he
scary
a
game. If they play a scary game and you like chase each other, and then one of his friends can talk like Morgan Freeman. So when he's a monster, that's how he talks.
Wait, I think I know what
He's
you're talking
like, I
about.
can smell you.
yeah.
Dude.
Oh,
what
that's
we grew up
fucking
with, man.
funny.
That's how we were raised.
That was part of our teenage
That's why
years.
he's like this right now.
That's why I'm
Markiplier.
built like this.
Dashy games. That's all this
Sweet.
kid used to watch. Dashy. That's literally all this fool used to
That's
watch.
just funny.
What? Did welcome back to another video.
He's like, pause.
Yeah.
Yes. He's like, oh wait, pause. He's like,
I need the thing going to the thing. Oh,
Yeah.
all right, pause.
He did some weird shit. Oh yeah, I'm stuck in the chair to this. Wait, pause. that was his humor. That was his humor. Wait, pause.
Yeah. All right, so
Good day.
final topic news. It's been going on for like 5 hours. I feel like.
Has it?
You know what? Let's go for 6 hours.
Yeah,
dude. Let's do it.
Let's talk.
I got
Let's
five-
This is my
five-
last day here, so
Yeah.
I got.
Damn.
Give him
today.
something to leave.
You know, this is gonna be the special goodbye episode to
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
So, let's-
especially long.
Because I do want to get into one topic where, let's see who you are. So are you DC or Marvel?
Just based off of the way the movies are going, I'd have to say Marvel. There's more development in it. I think DC kind of fumbled it in the beginning.
Yeah.
They should have had Christian Bale, man. They should have done it when they had Christian Bale. That
So
would've
what
been
about
pretty
the
sick.
other than the movies, like just like the heroes? Which one's like?
Who has better heroes?
Yeah.
What, like in terms
Well, I mean,
of
like what?
DC
Like
versus Marvel.
comics or
No, like who has
Like
better
Like
heroes?
in everything, like,
Like in
whatever you
everything.
see, like
Yeah.
if
Well,
you were to
let's
round
limit it
up
to
like the
movies.
Joker,
Let's limit
Batman.
it to just movies because comics is just,
Yeah.
just so expensive. For movies, I think Batman: The Dark Knight had the best villains.
Do you remember when Dark Knight Rises ended and people were hoping there'd be a Robin movie?
Were they?
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought that.
Because remember the
yeah,
way
in the end,
Because
he gets in the
Joseph Gordon-Levitt fighting the cave,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
and then that one.
I thought they did that really well though. That was like his Robin in the movie, and
I like your middle name. Should use it more, Robin.
It was right,
cool.
yeah.
Which a lot of people didn't like. Also, I see on Twitter like people were mad about it. They're like, "Oh, this is a cheap way," but I think
dude,
it's
it was way too like.
What would have been cheap is if he actually made him a sidekick, like he like showed him the Batcave and all this stuff.
Yeah,
and like hey,
I mean it's Nolan's like dark universe. Like he made everything realistic.
Super, yeah.
Like if you can pull off making Two-Face realistic and actually like scary.
That's crazy.
That's
fucking crazy.
Like if you're gonna fuck up his face, he only gave him like a day to live. So in that day, he just wanted revenge and his new like moral compass.
He's kind of dumb though. He's kind of dumb. How do you not know it was a Joker?
Yeah, I saw that.
People always
that was
say
funny.
that.
See that? Like he takes it off. He's
He
like,
gets so mad.
He's like, and I'm like, bro, you didn't see the fucking makeup, like his eyes and how he's talking.
I would have fallen.
That was funny. Like, what's the best one? He gets so mad.
I actually thought he was kind of pretty. I was like, oh damn.
That's how DC does their villains and their heroes. Like Superman, it's like, oh my God, Superman! And he puts his glasses on. Oh, it's Clark Kent. Where'd he go?
You're like, where'd Superman go?
Yeah, where'd he go, man? That's how they do it. Like he just wears glasses and
but
it
works.
But to the defense though, he was under painkillers, I guess. You know,
he had half a face.
Give
him a chance.
There was a reason for him to be mad.
His face was blurry.
Yeah.
There's a reason for him to be mad.
You know.
I mean, let's talk about the 10-year plan.
Yeah, man. So I don't know if you heard, but DC's
DC.
Yeah.
DC's been scrapping a lot of their movies, like you guys talked about last week. They scrapped Batgirl.
Yeah.
And they announced that they don't want to have any big movie premiere on a streaming service that has to do with their superheroes because they want to like uphold their like they want to make every superhero movie an event. So they felt like if they made a superhero movie straight to streaming, it would downplay it. So that's why they canceled Batgirl because it was gonna be a streaming movie, but they're like, fuck
it was gonna
that.
be a movie.
Yeah, 90 million.
Yeah.
They
canceled it.
For a tax write-off.
They finished it.
What was the reason?
Tax write-off.
They felt they also said that they felt like it wasn't living up to their hype of movies. Like they wanted to make sure all their superhero movies are
good enough.
Events.
So you think they're trying to do it as like?
I mean, that's good.
You know how everything led up to Thanos, how with Iron Man they're doing that now. That's Iron Man, but now it's gonna be Black Adam, and then it's gonna go from there of like how it rises.
Yeah, that's literally what they're doing. They said like they have a new 10-year plan that's like based similar to MCU, where they made every superhero movie an event, not just like a side thing.
And then everyone comes together.
Yeah.
After everyone has their stories and introduced. Yeah.
Which how else would they have done it?
Because right now they were just doing scattered shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like
that's why
they had Batman,
I feel like that's
Joker.
very linear, very organized.
Yeah.
I just can't think of.
So does that mean they're just gonna reset every character?
That's the problem.
Because then you have to reset them all again.
They reset Batman like 5 times.
I don't think. I think what they have working for them already, they're gonna keep, you know, like Batman, Joker.
Is Ben Affleck still the Batman? Ben Affleck?
Well, they said he's gonna. He said he's gonna.
Yeah,
come
they
back,
said he was gonna come back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
But
yeah,
we don't know how long he's gonna stay. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just kept him now.
Yeah.
You know, because now with the whole.
To not put so many like actors playing the same character.
Yeah, I know. So many different Batmans.
What about Robert Pattinson?
Oh my gosh.
They'll keep him in his own universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's too young. I feel like he's too early of a Batman.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
He can't go into.
But it's its own universe though,
Yeah.
and I think it works
really
better that way. Same with the Joker, like that movie. I like that whole series. Like I wouldn't be surprised to make a few Joker movies, but in its own universe, separate from everything else, just because it works alone.
Which is aren't they doing that right now? Joker 2?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
their own universe.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I hope they don't, and I'm sure they won't ever cross it over because it's just like it works on its own. Fuck it. Fuck our multiverse. Keep that on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Batman.
Its own Batman universe and its own Joker universe. That's
if it works though, because we've been doing that. So you kind of have to just redo it again, but try to do it right.
But they never had a fucking end goal.
Exactly.
And that was their problem. Right?
Yeah.
They didn't have that vision at the end.
But then
they figure out how to get there, but as long as you have that end goal.
But they already fucked up by already starting all that. Yeah. Because now you're just resetting again. Everyone's like, okay, we're going to have 3 more Joker movies. Like, oh, 100%. Let's reintroduce him. Like, we all know who he is. You've done it like 20 times.
Fuck yeah, let's have
So this is like their fucking last, like, in ditch effort.
Yeah, which is good, I think, because like they have so many shows where I mean MCU does have a lot of shows, which I also think is hurting it, but DC it has a lot of shows that don't connect at all. You know, they had like Gotham Knights.
Oh yeah,
they had fucking
I get what you mean.
Pennyworth. They had Doom Patrol. All these that like, and none of them connect. And I honestly I don't like that they connect. But the more that they scatter their property,
it's too much.
The less valuable it is.
Because
I mean that's just basic economics right there.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? If you hold on to it and just wait, like Doom Patrol could have been as big as Guardians, and they held on to Guardians and they marketed it well. Nobody didn't give a fuck about Guardians, but they marketed it so well. They built it up where now everyone loves the Guardians. Doom Patrol could have been that if they just held on to it and just like waited to make a good movie
and worked at it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never even seen.
Because I heard
Patrol.
that. I don't know what the fuck that is, but
I've heard of it, but I've never
And it
seen
has Brandon Fraser, which everyone loves.
Oh,
Mummy?
does it?
The Mummy?
Yeah. The
Mummy Man?
Yeah. Mummy Man. Everyone loves him now.
Because I heard they were supposed to do how they were gonna introduce everyone and like fix the whole fuck up that they're doing was the time crisis thing, infinite crisis on Earth.
That was the original.
That was the original plan to do that, which is like which is like
Time Crisis.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh.
It's the same thing as the multiverse. Different people from different universes come together to try to stop every multiverse from getting destroyed.
Yeah.
And that's what was gonna be their like reset. Because after that is like when all the movies start coming out. When you find out who's who.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Did they do something like that with Supermans? I remember seeing a picture on like Twitter or something with multiple Supermans in the same.
Oh, that
image.
was like CW.
What is that?
That was Crisis on Infinite
That's a whole
Earths.
nother universe.
Yeah.
Really?
That was like
That's crazy.
Because they already had their event.
They had their.
They're basically cutting all of that out and then doing it all in order.
Damn.
Because
Yeah.
DC is
Which is
more
a
known
great thing,
for.
I think.
I
DC
agree.
is more known for their series. Marvel's more
Yeah.
known for their movies.
People are
And
starting
they
not to like
realize-
superhero movies anymore. I saw an
'Cause there's too
article.
many.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that like
It's
people are starting
oversaturated.
to like not even care about superhero movies
Yeah,
because of the same reason that there's just so much going on that people are giving up.
I mean, it's
Yeah, that's
true
why
though.
Top Gun
It
gets so good.
It's
Yeah,
true though,
Top
but
Gun.
it's the thing of it's all been there already. It's
Yeah.
in the comics, it's all been there. But there's just so much shit that you're like taking out. It's like there's gonna be like 60.
Marvel and
superheroes.
DC are both
Yeah,
just
Marvel's
like,
gonna have like 80 superheroes,
yeah.
and you're gonna be like, whoa. I liked it when it was Iron Man, Captain America, and Hulk, and like Thor.
And then when it came out one movie every year, that was cool.
Yeah, they need
But,
to
like,
go back
so
to that,
much
but that's
is
never
just-
gonna happen.
No, yeah,
Too
Sadly.
much.
Yeah, they're in full swing now.
Yeah.
They're like juicing
Three
everything.
movies three superhero movies. That's not even counting the Pixar movies, the fucking
Yeah.
Star Wars movies, fucking
Yeah.
Avatar movies. Now, Disney's not gonna stop till it takes
it's
over
because
the
Disney
world.
owns too much shit.
They do, dude.
They own too much shit that they.
I'm
can just-
surprised the government hasn't came in and just broken up that monopoly, dude.
Yeah.
How do they get away with
The
it?
Simpsons, remember?
It's because
When
of
it's
the
just
thing
like,
of-
I'm the mouse of an evil corporation.
Whoa! I've never.
Wait,
seen
when was that?
I don't.
In the
watch
Simpsons movie, when
it's-
Bart
Oh,
puts the
yeah.
bra on his head
Yeah.
and he looks like a mouse, he's like, I'm the mouse of an evil corporation. And then it just shows, and I'm like, whoa, that's weird. Why
I
would he
do
say that?
remember that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the thing of.
And then
They
it's
really
getting,
exposed them, huh?
yeah, bigger.
It's a monopoly.
And
but
it's
I
fun.
mean,
It's sad because now they own The Simpsons.
I say all that, and I still want to go to Disneyland. Like, I would go
Yeah.
right now. If
I
could.
agree with you.
Let's go
Yeah.
right now.
Let's go and just fuck it up.
Fuck you.
Just
I haven't
pushing
gone
all
to
the
Disney in
characters.
forever. That'd be
Dude,
fun.
We need
Yeah.
to go.
And Universal Studios.
I haven't been forever either.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard they
have
have
a
like the
pass.
Nope stuff. at
Universal?
Universal, yeah.
You seen it?
Universal.
yeah.
The Nope set.
The Nope setup.
That's so
I haven't
cool.
seen it.
Yeah.
I want to see it so bad.
I went,
Before the
like-
movie came out, like a month before the
Oh,
movie came
I
out.
didn't go at that time.
How much is your pass?
I have Disney Pass. I don't have Universal.
Oh, I thought you were talking
They're
about.
building a Super Mario Land in.
I
Universal?
saw.
You can
That's
actually
sick.
see it when you're there.
Yeah.
You see
Well,
the
you can
Super
see it.
Mario.
You can see it already.
You can see.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Like
walls
the-
up, but
like
like,
the
if,
It's not
build-
open.
if you're high enough,
Yeah.
like if you're going down the escalators, you can see.
Sam's like.
Yeah,
Damn,
dude.
that sounds so fucking cool. Like,
I know.
That's something I want to go see.
When I think of Super Mario Land, though, I think of you know how they did that live action Super Mario?
Yeah.
Those two old dudes, like, just really weird.
Like, what's your last name?
The
Mario.
old one?
Your last name.
Yeah, the really
Dang,
old.
I
Like
forgot
I'm
about that in
walking.
Princess Peach.
I used to watch that one a lot as a kid.
It's like, my name's Mario.
I don't know why. I feel like that's the same time as the Ninja Turtles. Remember when they were like, they looked all funny?
Even that too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, so that's what I think of when I think of Super Mario Land. I don't know.
You think of the live action one?
I do.
Think of old people.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they had those versions too. Huh?
At Universal,
Remember how
they had the two guys.
The Goombas
Yeah,
look?
the
They look
Goombas
fucking
look-
terrifying.
Yeah,
They're like
everything was so
dinosaurs.
scary about it, dude. But I don't
They
know why I
look like-
watched it as a kid. I just liked watching it.
Yeah, we all like weird shit as kids.
That might have been that might have been like.
I remember watching Garfield on repeat, dude. I
Really?
fucking loved
My TV
Garfield.
had
Wait, like the
Really?
My
The
TV had a
first movie.
4-digit password, so I couldn't watch all this
Oh
stuff.
my god.
I couldn't watch anything at past 7 p.m.
I didn't know the password was 0000.
Yeah, dude, I loved
I
Garfield.
thought my family's more.
That's crazy. I don't even think I watched Garfield.
Yeah, it sucks. But as a kid, I just
I love
When
Garfield.
I was a kid, I was fucking fascinated.
yeah, as a
Garfield
kid,
was sick.
I literally had it on
Fucking
repeat.
taking car. This is the.
I'm
It's
like,
in-
he loves lasagna, dude.
and he's
This
like
is a
lazy and a
talking
horrible cat.
Yeah.
He's like he's basically a perfect
He's a
cat.
chungus, yeah.
He wants
He's
to
a
get rid of
chungus.
yeah.
He's a big chungus. Yeah.
He wants to get rid of Odie, and then he does, and he
Yeah.
fucking goes
And then
on
he
a mission to
regrets
save
it?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. See, he
Dude,
has
yeah.
heart.
I have no
There's
idea.
more in there
Otis
than
or
lasagna.
was it Otis or
Odin.
It was
Odie.
Odie.
Otis.
It was Odie.
It was
Otis.
Odie.
OTIS.
Otis.
No, it was Odie.
Yeah. OTIS.
No, Odie. ODIE, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was Otis.
Hmm.
Oh,
Otis
Odie.
is
That's
the
a cute
artist.
name.
Otis Redding.
Yeah, honestly. But honestly, yeah, that's
What
basically.
That's the artist name, I think.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
Otis.
Artist,
yeah.
Is it Redding?
It's
Exactly
you.
like that, yeah.
Right?
Just like that, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean.
I just know like they sampled him on that Jay-Z Kanye song.
Really?
What's that song?
I'll have to listen to it.
Hermes verse is sophisticated ignorance.
Yes, right, my curses and curses. That's fucking.
Right, my curses and curses.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's called Otis. It's called Otis. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that song.
I know.
Damn, you.
That was pretty good.
Where the hell
Oh.
you been?
Yeah, I know. what that
Damn,
is.
you
We
see
talking-
how,
yeah,
where the
where
hell
you
you
been?
been?
We
You're saying
talking
his
real
song was the
reckless
original
stuff.
song, right? That was his song was the
Yeah.
original song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
stopped it.
I know what you're talking about now. That's crazy.
I'm gonna go dumb again.
What do
Yeah,
you-
that's
what-
basically honestly like.
Oh, man. What do you? Hey, you know when the movie starts
Oh,
and
my
you want
God.
to you
I
want to
don't
get
think
ready
this is
for the movie,
Boring, bro. This is so
and then
dumb.
you see the puddle and you see the AMC reflecting
Oh my
in the puddle,
gosh.
This is so dumb.
and then you see the lady walk in.
I
It's-
love
it's
her. I'm
Nicole
already
Kidman,
used to her.
for this being on the news is dumb.
And then she's like,
She sits there.
the indescribable feeling when the lights begin to dim.
And she's like-
in the movie.
She's in the mood there by herself.
That
like an
shit,
idiot.
that shit gets me so hype every time, bro. I want to
Yeah?
stand up. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
She's
yeah.
like,
I hate her.
I
That was
love
an
her.
issue? That was like a problem?
It's not a problem.
No,
It was
I
just-
loved it.
It was not good enough to be news. Like, why is this news?
she got signed for another year of AMC intros.
Because it's cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
congratulations.
When she's like,
Right.
Congratulations,
heartbreak feels
Nicole.
great in a place like this, and she's
Heartbeat,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
That's my favorite line.
I
Why is
love that
news,
too.
though? Like,
Heartbreak
why- you know
feels
what I
good
mean?
in a
Like,
place like
It's
this.
good
You
news
know
for
what?
her.
I have to
But
believe
what
that
is-
is
what
true.
what
That
do you
is
consider
true. I
to
love
make
that
news?
line.
Dude, no, but have you ever gone to the movie sad and it makes you feel better as soon as you leave?
No, I feel
No.
worse, but I still
Oh.
enjoy it.
Dude, you know
No,
which movie really messed me up?
movies make me feel better.
Life. I don't know why the movie Life messed me up.
With
but I-
Robert Pattinson?
No.
Is that the
it's,
one that takes like 13 years?
That's the one with the little.
the little spore that grows. They have it in the ship.
That's what I was telling you.
And it's,
Remember?
Oh, wait, the one
damn,
with
it's like
with
I
Ryan
guess
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
His-
It's-
the
That's
alien
one
was
with
called
the
Calvin.
guy cracks his,
Calvin.
the guy
Yeah.
cracks his hand and shit. He like
Oh
puts
man,
his
for
hand in
some
there.
reason that movie messed me up so bad when I left. It just gave me this feeling like that I have not felt something like that in so long. But I was just, oh man, I was walking around like, yo, what if that actually like something like happened, you know?
What was it
that's a
about
stretch,
it that
but-
made
An
you
alien.
like,
Yeah, why-
impacted
why
you?
I don't
would
know,
it-
man. Honestly, I don't know what it was. I think the way they did it was just like
I don't know, man.
really good.
You think it was terrifying?
I know, like I'm surprised.
I mean, it is a scary concept because it's like creating life.
I think it was a mixture of it being in space and then seeing like the gruesomeness of it, right? How they died.
Even
like Ryan Reynolds had probably the worst.
Even it being
The
that
nastiest
small,
death.
dude, and it was that strong.
Do you remember Ryan Reynolds' death in there?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, yeah, he literally goes inside him and just eats his insides, and it just
Damn,
comes
dude.
right back out. I don't know. That kind of blew my
That
mind.
couldn't be me. I mean,
You should see the
honestly,
movie The Road.
For real.
The Road.
The Road.
The Road.
You see Wrong Turn? It's pretty good.
Wrong Turn.
Oh, with the cannibals.
The Road. Wrong.
No,
turn.
watch The Road.
Wrong
It's
Turn on
I
the
forgot
Road.
his name. I know you know his name, Sam. The one that
You're,
played
like, writing
Aragon.
shit down.
Yeah.
Mental
Aragon
notes.
in Lord of the Rings.
Aragon.
Oh, he comes out in I think it's called the Green Book.
Aragon.
Aragon,
know, dude.
the one with the sword that defends
Bradley
Frodo.
Cooper?
What?
The Green Book.
No, I don't know.
Aragon.
But he's in that movie?
Oh, what's his name?
Oh, I know who Aragon is. I'm so dumb. Lord of the Rings. It's the main guy with the long hair.
Yes.
Smeagol? No, I know who you're talking about.
Gandalf.
I can't know. I know the face. I know who you're talking about.
There it is.
Yeah.
This
I
guy's
know who you're
good.
talking about. What about him?
This guy's good.
That he's in the movie called The Road, and it's a post-apocalyptic film of like obviously, and it's just like a dad and his son, and it's just super sad. Like he like makes his son try coke for the first time, and the boy was like, because he was born during that time. Yeah, when everything was happening, and it's a very depressing movie. But watch it
It's cocaine.
and tell me if it makes you feel something.
No, for some reason, a movie that impacted me a lot was X, dude. X. It really made me uncomfortable.
X.
Yeah, the X, the recent one. That
Oh,
came
the
out this
slasher
year.
film
Frank
with
Ocean
Kid
one?
Cudi, Brittany
No.
Snow,
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Mia
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Goth.
haven't seen it
It
yet.
just made me uncomfortable because
old people?
the old people are like they can't have sex no more, so they're envious towards the young people that are filming a porno, and they're killing them
So like,
individually. But it's the whole thing is about sex though. Like the whole movie is about sex and like
Yeah.
our relationship to sex. How like some people it means nothing to them, other people it means a lot to them, and then other people. But no matter how you feel about it, it's like you still need it in your life. And like these old people like they can't handle not having sex anymore, that they're willing to take people's life.
Mm-hmm.
And
The envy.
the envy is so strong towards people that can't have sex, and the whole message is centered around sex, and I just feel like it makes the whole movie that much more uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of gore.
It's a great one.
It's
And then you
it's
see
weird.
them
It's
making
just
the
really
like the
weird.
porno.
Right, I'm
Yeah.
sure you can. Yeah,
Like,
since
you
it's
see.
centered right, I'm sure you can see.
Like
the-
a little bit.
So like there's scenes that are like
Interesting.
I like Kid
hot.
Cudi when he's like, "I'd be much
But then-
obliged."
Yeah, he's slaying
Damn.
cock constantly in that movie. So there's scenes that it's sexy, but then there's scenes that are just they make you uncomfortable.
Roosters.
You know.
Yeah.
Because there's a scene, with mild spoilers, you see a scene where these two old people fuck. But up to that point, they make them look like hideous.
They're like so
They're
ugly.
extra scary. And they make them look like fucking ghosts and shit. They're like looking through the window and like it's really creepy.
And like
So when you see
withering
them
away.
have sex, it's disgusting. It makes you like hate
It does
dude.
make you uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
You
Is it
see,
the
you
act
see them take
itself?
off their clothes too.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
But there's nothing about it that should make you feel like they're just having regular sex, but the way they like the lighting, they make you look scary, and it just makes you uncomfortable. Like your whole idea of sex, like, fucks you up.
Yeah, watch it. You
Is
won't
it-
have sex again.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah.
is it the concept that makes you uncomfortable, or is it like the scenes specifically, like the old people?
I think it's both. Like
Yeah.
it's
Really?
both because they enhance each other. Like,
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is about
I know
the-
what you
the
mean. They make
different
sex such an
perspectives.
ugly thing, huh?
Yeah, because they make it hot and then they make it disgusting. And then
Yeah.
they make
Well, I
it like a
mean-
jealousy thing.
Everyone has sex.
And then
No,
Right.
but like they make it into this thing where we have to like we need it. So it's like
Yeah.
nasty.
I thought.
well, it like
I thought sex was
explores
good for you.
explores different perspectives.
No, you
on
have to
sex.
see the movie,
But
the
the
way they
reasons
portray
people
it.
would do it.
Exactly, and then
That's cool.
but also at the same time, it's saying like, but you always need sex because
Yeah.
it's just like part of your human nature.
It
Right.
is.
So like you have to
Whoa.
abide to
That's
sex. You have to
That's-
abide to the laws of sex, regardless of your perspective on it. And it's just scary because it's like in the movie they're willing to kill for it,
Yeah.
but that's real life too.
Yeah, you see a
You kill
girl.
for sex?
Wait, no,
Back-
this is a
back in the-
spoiler. You see a girl that is with her boyfriend and she ends up
Oh, yeah,
joining in
that
on the
scene
porno.
was fucked.
Yeah,
that
so
was
she
fucked.
basically
That was-
cheats
you
on.
spoiled it.
Yeah, you
No.
gave
It's
a
not.
spoiler.
It's never cheating because it's an industry. It's
Oh,
a film.
no, but see,
You're
that's
not
the thing.
cheating.
It's
You're an
because-
actor.
No,
wasn't
but
signed on,
the boyfriend kind of like degraded her, and so she was like, "I want to do it," and then you just see him like, like all
Watching.
sad. Yeah, he films it.
Behind the camera.
No,
Dude,
yeah, he filmed
that
it.
would make me uncomfortable watching.
Why would you film
Yeah,
it?
Stuff like that? Because
no,
it kinda
because
hits
he
you,
was
right?
already
Yeah,
filming
dude.
it. They
I
were
would
filming it.
never
Yeah.
let something like that. Like,
And then
What?
I can see that how
The whole
it can
thing
hit more
is
personally because that's
fucking-
touchy, right?
I
It's
mean,
like,
the whole thing is
it's like
fucking
insecurities and stuff, right?
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm secure.
That's
you're
good.
secure, so you can see your
So
girlfriend
you'll
doing
have a
that.
good time. You'll have a great time watching the
I'll
movie.
watch that movie. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't know.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
have sex.
Yeah.
That's how I kinda was
pulls out his
watching
dick when
You.
you see the old people.
Mm.
Fucking-
The show You, maybe like that.
The show?
Wait, you guys, okay,
yeah.
talking about uncomfortable things,
Yeah.
because I'm going to say, because I watched it this week, was the movie I Love My Dad, indie film. And it's basically a dad catfishing his son that was suicidal. So it keeps you on your toes the entire time to see what happens.
That's
Well, hold up,
disgusting.
a dad catfishing his son?
Yep.
And they have sex.
How? Wait,
No, they don't. But you do they? I don't know. But you have to see
there
it.
you go. Wait, how do you catfish your son?
Like, I make a Tinder and I'm your dad.
So
and I'm pretending to be
basically,
someone
yeah.
I'm
So
not,
the
and
son, the
you fall
dad
in
was
love with
a crappy dad. And then the son that was suicidal ends up like, you know what, I'm going to take all the people that I don't need in my life out. So he blocks them everywhere. So the dad ends up getting advice from the coworker, but the coworker didn't mean it that way. So he ends up making a fake page of a girl that he met at like a diner. And then the son ends up like, oh, who are you? And she's like, oh, I just saw you and decided wanted to be friends. And then he ends up like, just because it's the only way he has like, he's involved in his son's life, he ends up catfishing his own son. To the point where it gets really weird.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but it's a comedy, and then you just have to see what happens in the end.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a comedy, but then it's like a drama. So that's why when I was like, what is going on?
Comedy drama.
But you should watch it. That's a good one.
I remember
Dude,
this.
send me all these
I remember this
recommendations, man.
disgusting movie I saw when I was like 10. I was like
God.
watching like HBO like late at night.
Oh, HBO, you should not
Dude,
watch that
no,
late at night.
It was this movie called Spanking the Monkey,
Oh, I
and it
know.
was about
There was a game called
this
Spanking
mom.
I know.
The mom is she's like handicapped, so the son has to take care of her, and the more he spends time with her, the more she wants to fuck him, her own son.
Is this
And-
one of those like channels that are like Channel 2000? That you're not supposed
Yeah,
to
he
watch
was
at
on the
night?
999.
Yeah, you were in the
like,
999s.
The whole story was fucked because his dad was missing. His dad was like on a business trip, but his dad's like constantly cheating on his mom.
Oh.
And he wants his dad to come back so he can take care of her mom, but he can't, so he has to take care of his mom. And she keeps like trying to like slowly she's like moving and moves on him.
Ew.
And it's so fucking disgusting. I just remember the end. I don't know why I was watching it because I was like, this is the weirdest shit I seen. I was 10, dude. I should not have seen
Is it because it made you feel weird? Because
It made me
you
uncomfortable.
thought of
Yeah,
your
for
mom?
sure.
No.
Would you guys think of your moms?
No, Darlene.
Why-
you
why is it
freaking
See,
weirdo.
there you go. I want to know.
Why
your
would you
No,
bring that
but
up?
there is an ideology of that. Of
That
like,
is
the first
disgusting.
girl you
Yeah.
ever love is your mom. Because
Well, yeah.
as a kid, when you're
That's
a kid,
Freud.
you're very
Yeah.
like
The
attached to
Oedipal
your mom.
complex.
But then there's always that thing
Oedipus?
that
The edible?
I
Yeah,
like
Oedipus.
how he looks.
I think it's Oedipus.
Sam, I like how he
Oh yeah,
asked
it's
you that.
Oedipus, but like the term is Oedipal.
yeah.
Oh, really?
The Oedipal
Yeah, that
mother
was-
is like the
that was a
mother
weird
that
question.
overly takes care of their child.
Oh.
I
so
honestly don't know.
The child doesn't see other people as potential lovers because the mother takes care of their son too much. It's like a psychological thing.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
I would say baby mama, a mama's boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a mama's boy.
That's why a healthy mom has gotta let their son take
Get out
risks.
the nest. Yeah.
Yeah, go shoot him out. Go do random shit.
go break a window.
Yeah, go
get
do
in
some
trouble.
shit.
That's
go throw
crazy.
baseball.
I honestly don't know. I didn't know how
Sam, you
Darlene wanted us
watched
to
that?
answer that question.
You
Like
watched
she was really explaining us to be like, yeah.
It's a
No.
question, man.
I just wanted to make you guys uncomfortable. You
No,
watched
yeah,
that
it
when you were
worked.
10?
Yeah.
I know, Sam. You answered so fast.
That's
Why would you
disgusting.
watch that when you were 10?
Because I was little and I don't know what the fuck I was looking at, and I just watched it, and I just
There's
remember
a
the
lot of
ending.
Stuff, yeah.
The very ending.
Grapefruit video.
He fucking like he's undressing her for the shower, and then he grips her titties, and then after that he's so disgusting
Dude,
with
the
himself.
way you said that, man.
He fucking grips her
Did you? The way
titties.
he said it.
I almost felt someone gripping my titties, dude.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a poet,
That's pretty good.
but
yeah.
he's so disgusting with himself. He jumps out the window and just runs out of the house, and he just hitchhikes, and he just starts a new life. Like after
Really?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was it.
That's the ending. Yeah,
I kind of like
Wow.
that. He escaped
Yeah.
that.
I'm glad he didn't.
Wait, so was it to show that he was about to get like feelings for his mom?
It was like he had to leave before something happened.
But because he made the move.
Yeah.
Like she didn't ask for it. He just went.
Well, she was asking it the whole movie, and then he finally does something.
He cracked.
He cracked a little bit. And
so then he was like, "I need to go."
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And he ran away from home.
crazy.
Damn.
Christmas is gonna be crazy then.
And then I remember thinking like that movie just stuck in my head forever because I was like, that's the most disturbing shit I've seen in my fucking life.
That's crazy.
That's just fucking disgusting. Holy shit. Why do people make shit like that? You know what I mean? It's like those snuff
They call
films.
it art, man. They say they're trying to explore the sides of people that they never like the deepest, darkest sides of you that you never talk about to anybody. That's why like certain things
man.
like those Saw movies, like why? But it's like
Yeah,
it's the
there's no
brain of
reason
some
to- There's no reason to watch someone get brutally murdered, right?
and tortured.
Someone out there is either into it or hates it or makes them feel some type of way. So there's an attachment now to it, right?
Crazy, bro.
Oh, Eric.
That's why I see it.
Eric's like, it gets me going.
Yeah.
What's the threshold for art? You know what I mean? What's considered
That's the
art?
thing. Art, anything could be art.
Anything is art.
Yeah, that's why art is like you can use that as a safe
I don't know,
way.
man.
I don't know. Sometimes there's performative art that I don't like.
Yeah.
Like
Because even
I remember they were selling like this fucking portrait of the guy that just like taped a banana to a wall. Do you remember that?
What?
I do
It
remember
was
that.
like
yeah.
10 grand. They were selling a portrait. It
Yeah.
was literally a banana taped to a
You're lying.
Yeah,
No,
no.
dude.
And people
People were
It's
fucking.
art.
people were
putting their money for that.
auctioning
Yeah.
for it?
It's ridiculous.
It's the way that you have to wordsmith the hell out of that. Honestly, I feel like sometimes it's bullshit. Where it's like,
It
yeah,
is.
like they grab paint, they just
yeah, this
splatter it.
this
They
means
splatter
like
it.
this and that, you know.
Like
But
that one.
Maybe someone's just trying to make a buck, you know.
It's a hard line.
It's
hard
very
line.
hard.
I know.
Yeah, because
It's
to
really
me,
hard.
that's
I
what I
saw
would
it.
see it as. Like
Yeah.
really a banana taped to a wall, man. Like what?
I would have just pulled it off the fucking wall.
I know, right?
Shit, dude.
So-
Yeah.
Throw it with the fucking peel on and everything.
Yeah, just
And the
back.
tape. Eat the tape.
yeah.
Put it back half eaten.
I don't like
Now
art.
it's $5,000.
Art's too weird.
Yeah.
Art's like
Contemporary is interesting for sure.
even that one. Like
I
when
just
you when
don't-
you walk out, look at the one right here, bro. It's just
I can see
lines.
I
But
mean,
it's
that's kinda
someone
cool.
in someone else's eyes. It's like, oh, I could see.
If
it.
I had that, it'd be because I made it. I think.
well,
weird.
it would look. It looks like you made it.
I
I'll be
wouldn't
honest.
spend.
That's why I don't like abstract art too much. Where
It
it's
looks like you made
because
it.
it's like
random
yeah.
bullshit.
It's like it's what the easiest way
I'm
to think
not
is like
into
it's
that.
whatever you think it is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like
that
bullshit.
is
You
weird.
made it.
Yeah.
That's actually exactly what.
I'm
Tell
not the
me
one
what
that-
you are. You made
I'm
it.
not the
Yeah.
one that painted it. Fucking asshole.
What did you think?
Oh, it's like
I just wanted.
Isn't that
everyone-
such a good marketing thing? Like
It's
the way
so
you can
good.
just make.
what it
Oh,
is.
I think
It's
it's
safe.
yeah. Oh, you know what's funny, Eric? You keep making those jokes that he gives you 70s, 80s vibes. Remember when I thought that like
You were 70.
no remember that
The time
I don't know
traveler.
that was so bad. No, I thought that he was in theme.
Yeah, I was.
Of,
We
like-
were going to an
Of a
event.
party?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were
'cause
supposed
we're
to
going
go.
a 70s,
That
80s
was
party,
so
but this is how he looks.
embarrassing.
So then
Yeah.
she was like, "Nice costume, kid."
She's like, "Wow, you're in theme," and I'm like, I looked at myself like, "This is in my
You're like-
closet."
No,
Like,
he's
this is
like
what I
he's like
always
no,
do."
this is how I dress every day. And I was
You're like-
And then
You're
she was
like-
like,
I
no,
know.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
"That's so fun."
no
You were like,
problem.
is my culture a costume to you?
No, because we were going to an 80s versus
Like, you're a
indie.
funny guy, eh?
Yeah, and then
You're a funny guy.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel so dumb for that,
You're not
Josh.
cultured.
Like
Don't feel bad.
that was bad.
How's his culture?
No, because he stayed quiet and he just looks at me and smiles and he goes, "This is how I dress every day." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like that's cool."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Nah, no judgment. I don't take things personally like that.
He's like
He
this.
did.
He was
He
like this
called me when he
driving.
went home, and he was like,
Get this, bro.
"Fuck, dude."
I can't stand Darlene.
I know.
I heard him. He's like, "I'm at the mall right now."
He's like changing
what's,
everything.
What's 2000s right now?
Man, where do I go?
Is this cool?
This is so expensive, man. Like, oh,
Is
dude.
this cool? It's like a half shirt. Is this what we wear?
Veggie, right?
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Good old time.
Look at your face. You want to say something?
So
I'm
what do you
just
want to
hard,
say?
man.
I'm slowly deteriorating. I'm just getting a little tired. But
That's fine.
How
I just
long
want to
has this
keep.
been going
It's
on?
been like
2
2 hours.
hours,
dude.
yeah.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think a lot
if
of
you're
it was
listening to this still,
a lot.
I love you so much.
A lot of it was
We should have said that an hour ago. dude.
Yeah, but I'm starting. If you made it this far, I think you're the greatest person ever.
Honestly.
And Jesus will reward you in
we
the next
we
life.
definitely started going on a tangent, but
Sam. and then just like.
What?
If you made it this far, if you made it this far,
you earned a little something.
And it just cuts. No, but yeah, I mean, we talked about mostly everything we need to talk about.
I think
being honest, yeah.
Can I just say one last thing about abstract art?
Yeah.
I hate it. No, I'm kidding. But there's this one movie that was getting a lot of praise last year, and I thought it was so overrated. It's called Licorice Pizza. You heard that?
No.
Whoa. Okay.
Did you see it?
Of course I saw it. Yeah. No.
Darlene watches every indie film.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You need to put me on for sure. Because like,
I'm sad you're leaving.
you need to send me a list at least.
I will. I'll send you a list.
The one you told me last time, I was like into it, dude. It's crazy. It made me so mad.
Send him some clothes too.
Send him some. I'll send you some of those. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you why I hated it.
Okay, go ahead, Sam. No, okay.
Let me tell you why.
It is a great movie. Okay, it could be weird.
Great.
It could be weird, but go ahead. See, that's the thing. That's just my cup of tea.
Sam's very critical in movies, though. He sees the development of it rather than like.
But that's bad.
Well, I mean, it's
not bad. That's just
because you guys were talking about it last time, and this is what I had to say when I was editing you guys. I was like, well, dude, it's like a guy that eats a bunch of food, like. Once they eat so much high-end food, like Gordon Ramsay, you know, I'm not fucking Gordon Ramsay or fucking up there, you know, but like when I didn't watch so many movies, every movie was fucking spectacular. I was like, whoa, this fucking blew my mind. But then you watch so many,
that's kind of sad.
You start realizing.
No, I mean,
but that's like everything. Anything you do,
dude.
It's like when you work out a lot, you don't get as sore. It's like you work out once in a while, it fucking kills you.
But I mean, I watch movies, but I'm not that huge of a critic. Like I still watch movies. I still give my.
I still enjoy it. Like the critiquing is fun for it, but once you like do it so much, you start realizing how much they suck.
So are you taking the fun out of the movie?
Critiquing it? No, I love what I did it
because I critique movies, but I still like enjoy it. Because then once you critique it too much, you're forcing yourself to hate the movie.
I wouldn't say that.
No, he has more experience with certain things. Like he sees things more closely than others, right?
It's like the more you see, the more you see something, the less it like blows you away.
You're giving movies too much of like a real standard. Movies aren't supposed to be real.
I mean, he's putting on a higher pedestal because again, you make films, right? You've made films before
a few times.
Yeah, so I mean, you have an idea. That's how you
made Iron Man.
That's how you think, right? That's like your mindset.
Yeah.
So anybody that isn't a producer or
it's like once
isn't gonna see it that way.
Once you learn like just like little, and I mean literally you can just YouTube like 2 screenwriting videos.
Yeah.
You will look at movies differently because you like I try not to think of it. See, when I really like a movie, I don't think about the structure at all. I'm like, "Whoa, this is fucking incredible." But if it's not super incredible, I just notice, okay, there's inciting incident. Okay, now end of the first act, journey has started. All right, midpoint, movie's going a different direction. They all have that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you have movies that don't do that, and like, it's hard to pull off.
Okay, so then why didn't you like Licorice Pizza?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because it goes nowhere. It literally goes nowhere at all. It's about this girl that's 25 trying to fuck a 15-year-old. And she's just trying to chase him the whole time.
Interesting.
There's this other guy she likes, and the guy...
She's not trying to chase him. She has a thing for him, but she doesn't want him.
He wants her.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want him. And then she has this other guy friend, but he plays her.
Weird.
I love her.
At the end, she ends up fucking the 15-year-old, and I'm just like,
nice.
Am I supposed to root for this girl?
Man.
Dude, she ends up like realizing because he was she's trying to make it on her own. She does like a bunch of multiple little jobs. Mm-hmm. So she's doing a bunch of little jobs. It's constantly changing. You're seeing that, and then he's kind of like you're gonna like me type of thing. Super confident kid, and he wasn't even like the best looking at all, you know. But he was just like, hey,
he has the confidence.
Yeah, he's super confident. And then he ends up making his own little business, and he'd always like she could come in and out, and he didn't care. But he always liked her and was always interested in her.
No, he was chasing her.
No, I know. But when he would be with the girl, she would look at his direction. She'd be like, hey, who the heck is that? And then it ends up being like whenever something crazy would happen, he was always there. Like whenever she was put in a sticky situation, he was always there. So then at the end, you end up seeing that like he gets the girl in the end. So it's kind of like The Breakfast Club in a way.
I haven't seen Breakfast Club, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, but yeah,
but it just,
I really liked it. I love it.
To me, it was just like a whole bunch of nothing. Honestly, I went out and I didn't understand it, and maybe I just didn't get it. But it just felt like
Sam, we need to go watch movies like that together.
It was like everyday life shit with no like
normal people
ups or downs.
There was ups or downs the entire.
Like what?
Are you
I think
serious?
it's just because they're so subtle. It's hard to really.
No.
It just felt like I wasn't sure what she was trying to get. Like, you know what I mean? And maybe it's my fault for like expecting such a structure.
Oh, you can't expect structure like that, like with indie film. It's like, it is everyday things. That's why you said you want realistic. That was very realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I was so lacking. It was just.
But
like,
Sam, you make no sense. You say you want realism in movies, and that's exactly what it was.
He said not too real.
When did I say real? I never said I want realism.
No, but you like
I don't
when
think
it's
realism makes it good. I said I want human characters.
Those are human characters.
Which are complex. Yeah, they were complex characters, sure.
Dude, yeah.
But I remember leaving thinking, this is one of those fucking abstract movies that are just a bunch of random bullshit.
It wasn't random, but I think that's how you took it.
Yeah, because I don't know what growth. I mean, they don't have to have growth, but there's no mission involved. They go skating in an ice ring. They're selling inflatable beds. It's just regular, everyday shit. Like, I mean, the coolest part was like it was in the 70s.
He gets the girl. It's the whole point of him trying to get the girl, and she doesn't want him. And then he gets her.
Yeah, you never seen 50
So that's
First
the
Date.
conflict.
He gets the girl.
That
That's
is
the
it.
conflict.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's hard, man.
She was wet.
When you watch those movies.
It was great.
Because like when I watched the one you told me.
Yeah.
What movie?
It was kind of, what is it called again?
The worst
the worst
person in the world.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that.
And it was interesting because you're watching and I'm like, at first it's like, well, this is just kind of an everyday person's life, right? They're just kind of going through it. But you have to really.
See, but I like Lady Bird, and that was like everyday shit. But she was trying to get somewhere, like it was like
a destination, or I haven't seen.
Yeah, because the whole
Lady
thing
Bird's
there,
really
it's like
good.
she hates her hometown, right? She just wants to get out of her hometown, like, and she thinks college is gonna save her.
She's also trying to figure herself out.
Exactly, it's a coming of age movie, but I think it's good because like she has like ups and downs, and it's like her relationship with her mom, she's projecting so much, right? She's like she fucking can't stand her mom, and her mom's doing the same to her. Like she's saying all these things that she can't do, and I just remember this scene where she's like she wants to write her mom everything she's gonna owe her, and then she's like, "Yeah, I want a number, how much I'm gonna owe you."
Yeah.
And then she just shuts her shit down, and then like I think at that point, like, cause you see everything from her side, you kind of on her side, like yeah, like her mom's kind of nagging a lot. And then you almost on her side when she asks for like a number to pay back, and then her mom just shuts it down, and you realize like that's such a ridiculous thing for a child to say to a mother, even if you're buying into like everything she was going through. You know what I mean? Like, so I think like her whole development was really like exciting.
Oh,
even though it was regular shit. Like,
okay, I could see that. Yeah,
You know what I
you could feel, and I guess there was a lot more like deliverance in the end with Lady Bird.
And there wasn't as much development in this one. Was the conflict
no Licorice
just
Pizza
between,
was so much was going on. I loved it. So I don't know.
Was it just between them trying to like their
It still comes out in
relationship?
some theaters, so we could see it. But oh wait, you're leaving.
sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd have to be today.
Let's
Can't
go right now.
today.
Literally.
All right. Well, I think that
Yeah.
covers our
I think so.
our 3-hour podcast.
I don't know what he's gonna cut. That's a lot.
Thanks for joining us. We'll probably keep it all.
Yeah. You guys do an outro?
Yeah.
We sing a song.
Bye.
Oh, like out of the box.
That would have been Bond.
You guys do
Yeah.
something out of the box?
Funny.
I go.
That's how I want my.
But we get the guests to do a freestyle. So
That's like beatbox.
I'll do it.
No, you gotta make a song like the Weeby Weeby song.
No, we sing a.
Stevie Weeby. You gotta be like them. They make a song at the end, so you gotta sing now. The Stevie Weeby
No
show.
way, man.
No, we sing a song like Quartet.
Quartet. Oh, we like
And
harmonics.
welcome all to.
Like, I am a young boy. Nobody
We have
loves me.
another day.
What range are we at? Where we at?
Today.
I don't know.
We're doing a harmonic.
I'll do baritone.
Let me pull out my
Eric
harmonica.
will do falsetto.
She's like, bitch.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we'll do that.
Thank guys. Thank you guys. If you guys watch this whole thing,
Thank guys.
if you watch this whole thing, we have feelings for you, and
seriously,
we're ready for commitment.
Yes.
And big shout out to Josh for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
He's
Thanks
gone
for
forever
coming.
now,
Thank
so
you
he's
guys.
leaving.
He's moving out of town. We're gonna miss him dearly.
Yeah.
Well,
Eric's already
not too
feeling
long.
it. He's
Just-
holding onto the pillow, pretending it's
I think
drunk.
it's hitting him. It's starting to hit him.
It's drive, my boy.
It's
Yeah.
hitting him for
That
sure.
shit's killer
It's
drive.
just a couple years, man. I don't know.
I hope you visit us.
I hope you visit me.
Yeah,
8-hour drive, man.
Or an hour
I've
flight.
never even been to San Francisco. I want to
It's
go.
an hour flight,
That
man.
sucks.
Yeah,
But yeah.
thanks for coming.
Yeah,
man.
thank you guys for coming
Um,
again. My name's Erick Tarazon. You can find me on Instagram at @itstarzan_.
My name's Sam. You can find me on Instagram, samart13.
My name's Darlene. You can find me on Instagram at Darlene Pacheco.
My name's Josh. You don't need to find me on social media.
Damn.
He's outside the matrix already. That's what you guys understand.
He's in the
Yeah.
70s, bro.
Yes.
Fool,
But honestly,
There you
guys,
go.
yes. Thank you guys for
Ages.
watching, and you guys can always
It's
catch
not
us
in theme.
every
All right.
Monday. Peace.
See you guys.
Bye.